doing this anymore.
What are you typing over there, dude? Dark Side of the Mic podcast, episode number 237. We are finally live.
Finally.
Man, so my apologies. My apologies. What y'all calling me? The
brown band instead of red band.
Brown band, yeah. Yeah, my apologies, man. Well, I mean, shit. Come on, man. Own up, bro.
It's really
all
not
right,
his
so
fault.
we're late because of me, but I get that. But most of this shit is James's fault. Let's be real.
Or your internet connection.
Nah, I mean it's working right now. It's the same internet. Mm-hmm. But shout out to my homeboy Dusty Beck over here coming up on the podcast with us. Trying this new thing out on YouTube. But yeah, totally my fault. I had to work late. You know, kind of shit happens. Got to pay the bills.
Hell yeah, I would have stayed too. Shit. I mean, each car is what? Good amount of money.
It's not bad.
You're supposed to be like, yeah.
I don't
more than a
mind,
plate
you
of
know?
barbecue.
Yeah.
My family gets to eat tonight. That's all that matters.
What's up, man? It's nice to meet you, man. Like I told you before, I've known of you, but I've never met you personally, so it's very nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, Phil.
Yeah,
it's nice to be on
for
here.
sure, man.
It's my first podcast ever.
So me and Dusty went to high school together.
Yeah.
Played football. He used to fuck me up in practice. God damn it, dog. So it was you, Daniel Denson, and UL Euchre were fucking me up, bro. And I know sometimes
Texas finest right there.
Remember, sometimes we'd be doing drills, and then you'd come up and you'd be like 1, 2, 3, and then you're like, all right, come in, and I'd be at 3. I'm like, fuck. All right, cool. We ain't bitching out, you know. I'm about to get my ass toe up, but we going.
Yeah, what position were you?
I played offensive line. I started out as like a right guard, I think, and then they moved me to center eventually. But a coach would literally come to me in my ear and be like, hey, today, this is Soriano's day. I want you to make his life hell. And he would do that, or it'd be like you remember Bo Hurley?
Yeah.
Bo was such a nice guy, but
Yeah.
like, his dad was a coach, and like they wanted him to play. He was huge. He was like 310 pounds.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I need you to toughen this kid up. And I'm like, I don't want like, it's not going to get anywhere, bro. Like, it doesn't matter how hard I hit him. It's not going to hurt. Maybe that was my day. Maybe he wanted to maybe that was thinking. Now that I'm thinking about it. Shout out Coach Webb, man. Thanks for all
Coach
the
Webb,
life lessons, man.
Coach Page, too, man. Coach Page was cool as shit, too.
Hey, if y'all are here watching with us on YouTube, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt the conversation, but make sure, say what's up. Let us know y'all are here, because yeah, Facebook was being a motherfucker today, and so here we are on YouTube, and yeah, just let us know someone's there, even though we know y'all are there. Coach Page?
Way to get all awkward and shit.
I don't know, man. I tried my best, dude. Dude, I was all like fucking, man, dude. I had man, work hasn't been so great, man. I've just kind of been wanting to kind of kick my supervisor's ass.
Oh, man.
Even though he's been on vacation.
Did he watch this?
I hope he does. Shit.
Why don't you invite him out here for a podcast? Obviously, you can't call for help. Dude. There's no fucking service.
Yeah, he can't handle that shit. Yeah, right. There's no service, and we don't give him the Wi-Fi password, right?
Be honest, at this new job, bro, my boss is pretty damn cool. He's like 75, been in the car business forever, just like always joking around. But my favorite thing is like when he tells like a dad joke, he like shakes with his shoulders when he laughs, and he'll like say something like dad joke, be like look at me like that. I'm like
For real?
I'm just playing along with it. It's fun, man. Like,
dude, I have a fucking fake laugh, and like I do it so much, like at work especially.
Yeah.
But it's almost like my cue to walk off too, and then like I'll just like turn around and fucking like yeah. And the worst thing is when they keep on following you and just
they
like,
keep on talking.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I kind of have that a little bit.
Especially after I bought them tacos.
I feel like you ain't got a fake laugh.
No, I do. I've been a personal chef for like almost a decade now.
I've been doing it this whole time.
So,
I think how I connected with Beck is like it's really because you know when you got those people that just send funny shit online. I think that's like the main thing is it's like back and forth, and it's been for years probably. And it's not like, hey, what's up, how you doing, or not, hey, what you doing today. It's just like back and forth fucking nonsense, like for literally like ever, bro. Don't get mad, bro. I'll send it to you too. But
what I was gonna ask you, when you send somebody like something funny, do you expect some sort of like signal that you got it,
Nah.
like a thumbs up or anything?
Nah,
You just
because
send
I
it
just send
blindly.
it. Because there's like I feel like I have certain things that I can send to certain people.
Yeah,
You
I know.
know?
I know when I'm not gonna get a response. Sometimes.
Yeah. You're like, goddamn.
This is gonna provoke some thoughts. Sometimes you hit the wrong person, like you click the one right underneath it, and you say like,
Yeah.
"I'm so sorry."
I've done that too.
Sometimes you learn some things about some people. Sometimes.
I've tested it out too with some work friends. They're like some older guys. They're like 45 and just a little bit more proper. And I'll send them something like just a little.
Provocative.
Halfway racist, and then just like, let's see what he does.
Test the waters.
How cool is this guy?
Your boss is like, hey, I need to have a meeting with you.
I don't have my bosses. I never do my bosses.
Hey, you're a football fan? Like you watch football? and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. So I'm a football fan, but it's kind of weird. Like most people just have like a favorite team, and they're like, "Oh, go Cowboys" and shit like that. I'm a nerd though. I love the strategies behind everything.
Okay.
And like now with the internet, you can get like everything. Like we're at like a what you call like an event horizon with football knowledge. Like there's no secrets anymore.
Yeah.
Like you can just get on YouTube and get like a full like Nick Saban cover 7 man match quarters with adjustments.
Okay, I
2
like
by
it,
2
I
by
like
2
it.
one. And I gotta just watch that shit. Like I don't care who's on the like colors don't matter. It's like who's the coach, what is their personnel, and like who they're going against, and like who's gonna do what. It's like so fucking complicated, man.
So you like to see you want to see a good game, pretty much.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and even the boring games, like when you would watch the old Belichick games, and it'd be like 0-0, and he's grinding it out, and you're like, "This is awesome!" Like you guys don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, the effort is taken to make sure
Like,
you're stopping all this.
He's got a third-string wide receiver at cornerback, and he's dominating.
It kind of reminds me of like a MMA match when two guys are like two like black belt Brazilian jiu-jitsu are like on the ground and they're just and people are like boo and it's like bro,
hell
these
no,
guys are
bro.
fighting for fucking position.
Yeah.
Go ahead and kiss him. Are you guys making out down there?
Yeah.
I miss the old, not to be an old head, but I miss Pride back in the day because it'd be
Pride, man.
completely silent, and there'd be like 2 guys on the ground, and someone like whips their knee a quarter of an inch, and everyone's like, "Ooh!" But it's so huge because they know that guy's like, if he fucks up again, he's done. His
he's
shoulder's
done
going
for.
home with the other
Yeah.
guy.
Dude, they had the ref cam too, right?
Yeah, it was super sick when they would show that. It was awesome, man.
Yeah, someone shit in that Pride ring. I'm surprised nobody died in that motherfucker. You know?
Right? Yeah, man.
I think that's what made me start liking.
They need to
MMA
bring
in
back
first place.
the head stomps and the head kicks on the ground.
Dude, yeah,
I don't
that is
understand that
crazy.
because it's like if it is what like they're trying to make it, like it's a street fight, like sanctioned, but
Yeah.
you should be able to like cover up. It makes you like some of these guys they're like doing stupid shit, and I always think I'm like, dude, in Pride you would have got your fucking head kicked off, bro.
Yeah, I do miss that part.
I don't think they should get people up either. I think if you take
Well,
position,
if you're just like laying on them, like not advancing, you know what I mean, like. But you think it's that up to the other guy to like
get yourself up.
Yeah.
If I can't get yourself up, then
I guess the idea is like to always be advancing. You know what I mean? Don't just be like I guess
That's
stalling.
boring,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
I get you.
I think I honestly haven't watched a lot of MMA like in the past maybe 5 or 6 years.
Oh, yeah?
Like I used to be super into it. I just like kind of faded away from it. Like everyone got to the point where there was no like no real style versus style. Like remember back in the day, it'd be like jiu-jitsu versus judo and shit. Like, that was pretty rad to me. But they got to the point where everyone's so good. It was like.
It's like a mixed martial artist, like a true
Yeah.
mixed martial artist now.
You gotta know everything. You gotta know a
like
little
you
bit
said,
of
they
everything.
took a lot of the dangerous parts out, which I mean, like, good for the fighters. Like that shit's absolutely insane. even going to like an open mat, like I haven't done jiu-jitsu in a long time. But even going to an open mat, like you can do great. Like, oh yeah, I didn't get submitted. I got like a couple taps, and like the next day you're like, I might as well have gotten fucking jumped by 6 people. Like I feel terrible. it's crazy the amount of punishment your body.
You used to
takes,
do
you know?
jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, like a long time ago. I think, like I said, probably been 6 years since I've done anything, maybe. I used to train out in Luling and Seguin with King Webb and the guys back there. Shout out King Webb. What a great dude.
You used to train with Micah and them?
Yeah, Micah back in the day.
Yeah, Micah Franks. Shout out to him.
Micah was very impressive back in the day. It was inspirational to watch him just work his ass off constantly and be like,
shit, right now,
like
brother.
you go into the gym and you're like, oh yeah, maybe I'll fight on occasion. You see, like I'm gonna have to weigh the same as Micah. Like, nah.
Yeah, exactly.
What were you weighing at the time?
But actually, that's a crazy story too. I was probably like 175, 180, but I was like 260 pounds the year before, and I lost like 100 pounds in a year.
Damn, just doing jiu-jitsu and working out?
Doing jiu-jitsu and fucking stocking at HEB overnight, dude. So it was just like chucking dog food around for, I guess, like the first 2 or 3 hours of the night, and then just like running around trying to get shit done as fast as possible. and like getting to eat whatever because it's HEB. So you're just like, oh yeah, I'll just have like 8 bananas for dinner.
How were you T60? Just
before then I was working like as a machinist overnight.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And you're just like CNC stuff. Like I grew up doing manual machining with my dad.
Yeah.
But the CNC stuff, there's like engineers that program all that stuff.
Yeah, it's all programming.
You're just there to like change tools and adjust tolerances and shit. And some of the stuff we're running would be like 45, 55 minute run times. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm running 3 machines, but I go boop, 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 and then I'm chilling for like 45 minutes. And we were in Austin, so we're right next to like a Waffle House, Bill Miller BBQ, Jack in the Box, McDonald's, and like I grew up out in the country. I never got to eat that stuff. Like
Yeah.
And so I would try something new every night, man. And Bill Miller was a fucking huge culprit because I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if they still do this, but if you go to Bill Miller right around closing time, they're trying to offload some of the stuff they have, so you can get like a whole pie for $3, or like literally a gallon of potato salad for $1, and they're happy about it too. The first time I went up there, I got my fucking huge platter of whatever, and homegirl's like, "You want a peach pie?" And I was like, "No, I don't really need dessert with all this." And she's like, "You don't want a whole pie?" And I was like, "I'm not that fat." And she was like, "No, the whole pie for like $3," and I was like, I am that fat.
Give me that fucking pie.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. Like I was like, I don't know why, like, just, like, I really didn't like Bill Miller, and I didn't even try it, right? I was like, they're trash, because it just seems like a commercial barbecue place, you know? Like, it's not like Kreitz or Smitty's or anything.
Get the fried chicken. That's all.
Yeah, dude, they it's pretty good, you know? And the breakfast tacos are, like, fucking good.
Most underrated breakfast tacos in Texas.
Yeah.
Barbecue. It's easy to be from Lockhart and shit on Bill Miller, like, oh, the barbecue's terrible. Like, it's not as great as it could be, but everything else is pretty rad, and it's not fucking crazy expensive.
So I grew up in San Antonio, and pretty much my first 12 years before I came out here, and Bill Miller's was barbecue in San Antonio. There wasn't like,
wow,
yeah, there wasn't like places for barbecue that, and then also too, I was on the west side, so there wasn't like barbecue spots, bro. You know, there's a bunch of taquerias and all that, but there wasn't a place that like, oh, you get brisket from here. And I guess my family and a lot of people there, they weren't smoking a lot of briskets and shit, you know. So whenever I came and I first tried Kreitz back in the day, I was like, what the fuck is this,
OG
bro?
Kreitz was next level.
What the
OG
fuck
Kreitz
is this,
next
bro?
level. Yeah.
And this is barbecue, but I will go fed on some damn Bill Millers, bro. Like, that's from when I was young, bro. Like I do all of it, bro. I'll eat anything, but also too, I understand it's not Kreitz. It's not barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not properly done. It's commercialized, but I'd rather eat that than McDonald's.
Yeah, but you know what you can do at Bill Miller is you can wrap your sausage in fried chicken skin, and that shit is fire. Damn. That's how I was 260.
That sounds fire.
Hey, what time they close? JD wants to know.
I would put the
9 o'clock, baby.
On it.
They close at 9?
9 o'clock.
Damn, you know my heart.
Yeah, bro. That's my favorite spot, bro. I'm telling you. Like,
there you go, JD.
Whenever they had that
friend.
one open up in Buda, dude, I was there like every fucking week.
We got a Jay Baltira. Shout out to the cuz Dusty. Need a Hawaiian barbecue plate soon.
And you know that.
I'll hook you up, Jay, man. I have to catch you next time. You were busy shooting some dope ass photography last time. You're always taking the dope shots, cuz I appreciate you, man.
Getty Baltira, what's up, Primo?
What's up, cuz?
Hey, shout out to everybody in the YouTube. Make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps us grow, if you know what I mean. Man, let's get to you want to talk about that allowance thing? I took some comments and stuff that we can shout out some people that took some time. So I guess we'll go Rob right here. He says, of course I got an allowance. I was allowed. So we asked the question, just to let you guys know, we asked the question, did you get an allowance as a kid? And, you know, most of us, you know, around our age group are parents. And I was like, do you give your kids allowance? And so Robert, he said, of course I got an allowance. I was allowed to live in the house, allowed clothes and food, and allowed lights. And you see the nice little meme there. But
did you get an allowance?
Fuck no, dude. Hell no.
No, I mean, my mom was like, hey, here's a mower, here's that. Go to the fucking Silent Valley and go from house to house and just see which ones you can fucking mow. And that's how I made money, bro. And that's how I fucking did it. I mean, they gave me like kind of like everybody make sure I had clothes, you know, like just simple shit like that. But I remember whenever I started working, I was like 14, and then at that point it was like, all right, you can buy your own shit, you know. And from that point on, I like nice shit, but I had to go work for that shit.
For sure, know? I think that's how it should be.
Yeah,
right.
You know, because I always tell the kids, I'm like, dude, shelter, clothes, and eat. That's all I gotta provide to you. You know, shower's lucky. You know, I guess running water is thrown in there too, but everything on top is extra. You know, like Wi-Fi and shit, dude. If you want to see a house full of kids go insane or like turn into zombies, you turn off the Wi-Fi, dude.
You want to see a house full of adults go insane? Turn off the Wi-Fi. Put on the kids, bro.
You should see how crazy. Just a little while ago, we were like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
I was about to go insane.
You remember your parents telling you don't be spending so much time on the internet when you're a little kid, and look at them now, bro.
Dude, my mom and dad are on that. My dad would be like, "Why the fuck are you on MySpace all the time? Why the fuck are you gonna, you're gonna be on there? Go live life. Go live life." And now that motherfucker's like taking selfies and shit, bro. Like,
dude, it is weird. Ross said no, not at all, no allowance. Let me get through some of these real quick.
Oh, okay.
Valerie said, for good grades, yes, we get a little something, but chores, nah, it was mandatory. My friends definitely thought we were rich because a girl would buy snacks for me and my friend group. Dude, it's always good to have friends like that. My kiddos come home, they're like, "Can we go to the store?" Like, "Where'd you get money from?" "Oh, my friend gave me $5. I'm like, "Dude, I need more friends like you, bro." Like, you just like,
we used to have to steal money from our friends, man.
The old-fashioned way, shit, man.
This jerk off said, "Never had an allowance. My mama made me go cut yards."
See?
There you go. And this other jerk off said, "Yes, I did." Josh Russell.
What a lucky little boy.
You want to read that one, man? I'm tired of reading.
Growing up, I was given a lunch allowance for $20 a week. My dad would tell me make it last through the week. Sadly, I never did. I took advantage of my old man. Sometimes he'd be giving me $40 that week on lunch money. Looking back, I was pretty fortunate because I couldn't provide that for my own now. So I just had this conversation with my daughter this morning because we told her, like, hey, this is your chore list. She's going to be 13, so she can, I don't need to be here to wake her up or do anything anymore. Yeah. She got a chore list, like, this is what you got to do. And I told her, I'll give you some money. Part of it, you got to make sure that this is all done. And we agreed to $40 a week. And she didn't say nothing, so I was like, all right. I think that's kind of cheap, to be honest with you. But, I mean, I think it's different for girls because if I had a boy, shit, boy, you better, go out here. I got a lot of shit out here that we can do. A lot of shit out here.
Yeah, that's how I've been. So, I got 7th grade and up now, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so they're at that age, dude, And so I always remember, like, back to the time when, like, we were kids because I would like hassle my mom, dude, and now I feel bad, And I'm like, dude, so I'm like, nah, you ain't getting me how I got my mom, dude. You going to work for your shit, you know what I mean? Because, but what it does, like, when they're giving shit, it doesn't have any value behind it for them. That for sure. So, like, they fuck it up or they mess it up or whatever. Yeah. They're just like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna be giving new ones, Yeah. And the world don't work like that, you know what I mean? Like, like I feel like raising kids, you're preparing them to be an adult, So you got to prepare them for how it is in the real world. You know what I mean? Yeah. But transitioning, if y'all want, I got this video right here of this dude. No, so it's about kids having kids and stuff. And
sounds terrible.
Seth Rogen.
Sounds bad.
Yeah,
sounds absolutely terrible.
Yeah. We're about to hear that laugh right there, Seth Rogen. So he's talking about not having kids because he's like over. I forgot how old he is. He's fucking like late 40s, I believe. And he's talking with this dude about not having kids, and he's just like stuck. Like, I'm not having kids, and my life is better like that, So just watch the clip. I just wanted to get y'all's little reactions, I guess, if I can find it.
You referenced earlier you don't have any kids.
I do not. That has helped me succeed as well.
Sounds like you, bro. There you go.
Really?
Oh, yeah. There's a whole huge thing I'm not doing.
Yeah, but it would make you happier. Someone might say that.
I don't think it would. I've been around, obviously, a lot of children. I'm not ignorant to what it's like to. I've seen everyone I know has kids. I see. I'm 40 again. Like, it's not. I know, some of my friends have had kids for decades, Some people want kids, some people don't want kids. I think a lot of people have kids before they even think about it, from what I've seen, honestly. You just are told, you go through life, you get married, you have kids. It's what happens. And me and my wife neither of us were like that, And honestly, the older we get, the more happy and reaffirmed we are with our choice to not have kids. Like, it was something we kind of talked about more, and we're like, have we made the right choice? Are we sure? Now, if more than anything, the conversation is like, honestly, thank God. We don't have children. We get to do whatever we want. We're in the prime of our lives. We are smarter than we've ever been. We understand ourselves more than we ever have. Me and my wife seem to get a lot more active enjoyment out of not having kids than anyone I know seems to get out of having kids.
Is that where you got your laugh from, bro?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I watched Pineapple Express.
Your
And I
fake
was
laugh.
like, my Pineapple Express, and I was like, that's what I'm going for.
What do you think, man?
I don't know, man. I mean, with me, my kids changed me. So I feel like I don't like saying piece of shit anymore, but I was a piece of shit. Yeah. You know, like before, I mean, and then
depends on who
like
you
what
ask,
he said, I
still
did.
are.
Yeah, for sure. But I just feel like it helped me get better because I had to like suck it up and like, hey, you gotta, figure it out at this point, which was good for me in my life. But also too, I'm not rich, so I think it's easy to say that if you're fucking rich, and be like, all right, I fuck them kids. Like, yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want, But for me, I mean, I couldn't see that not being that way because like that's the reason I am the way I am now. I wouldn't be doing this fucking podcast. I'll tell you that right now.
Damn. Still be with Austin. Nah, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Austin. Man, I saw that and I was like, obviously, like the bias in me because I have kids, and I was just like, I've always said, I was like, dude, I highly encourage everyone to have kids at some point because it gives you that like 360 perspective of life. Like to this day, like I told you, I have like 7th graders and up. And I'm like, dude, like I was telling you about my mom, like, I don't know if I would have ever got that perspective that I was like being an ass asking for Vince Carter 2s in 7th grade that cost $160. Yeah. And she somehow found a way to get them for me. Yeah. Like, I don't know if I would have ever got that perspective without being a father, and now looking at it from my mom's point of view, you know what I mean? Yeah. Could be wrong, but also, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and if he doesn't care about the whole perspective, and maybe he does, and maybe he sees, but, he's like, oh, I see friends, but you don't get the full, like, gist of it until you are a father, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It seems like it definitely changes something chemically, at least in your brain, because, like, if you ever drive by people, like, waiting in the fucking pickup line to get their kids, like, I'm not fucking doing that, bro. Like, I see your face, dog. I see your fucking face, bro. You're either, like, wanting to shoot yourself in the head or you're completely dissociated, like the fucking moms that are, like, jamming out. Like, I know what you're really doing. Like, you're making yourself have a good time. That seems terrible. But, no, they do it. They do it because they love their kids. And, like, I understand that. Like, there's so many loose fucking kids out. Like, I don't feel like I need to add to the population. And, like, I'm definitely not in the place to where I can, like, take care of a child. But I'm sure, like, once I am fucking a little more, like, mentally stable. Like, sure, I feel like I'm gonna end up taking care of somebody because that's like, it's a good thing to do. Like, you're not gonna be like having kids. Like, there's so many kids that need places to go.
But there's definitely like things that you can do.
And it's good, like for you to like realize that, you know what I'm saying? Because like he said, like a lot of people, they just have kids without even thinking about it. Yeah. And I've always felt like, especially like deadbeat dads, I'm like, dude, there should have been like some sort of application that you had to fill out to like be a father, because you would have fucking failed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like.
Yeah, it's like the stupidest dudes have the most babies too. It's like, damn, bro, you got like 5 of them.
Wait, what's the count?
Jesus Christ, I got 2.
I got 2 of our own, and I got 4 stepchildren.
Right, I'll see. So you understand?
That's where he was getting at. He was trying to corner me in.
I was not.
Nah, come on, I know you. I know you. By this point, I fucking know you, dude.
I definitely was not.
Fuck. All right.
You're not a deadbeat dad. What the fuck?
No. You were talking. You were like,
you said the dumbest ones have the most.
Yeah. You only have 2.
Oh, that I did mean.
You only have 2.
I mean, I consider my stepchildren.
I'm just talking about the guys that have like fucking 8 kids and 5 different baby mamas.
How many kids does Tyreek Hill have? Did you see that?
Dog, it's like
kids in 1 year.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Like, apparently he's fast at everything. So like,
I think it was, but there's old boy that used to play for the Cromartie. Is that him?
Yeah,
that has got
Cromartie.
Yeah, dog. He's got like 20, or he's got something crazy, bro. Like something stupid, dude. Something dumb.
Let's see here, Tyreek Hill.
I don't care how much money you make, bro. You know they're coming to collect.
He's getting a 7-on-7 squad together.
Yeah, for sure.
Ready to dominate, man.
Come on, man.
Which I'm all for. I want to see all that super athlete children.
Oh, dude, I'm down for it.
The amount of information you can pump into kids nowadays.
Oh yeah, Philip Rivers.
Dude,
has
my
a
daughter's
buttload
6.
of
She can
kids.
tell you about fucking dinosaurs for an hour.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Straight,
I love that. I wish I had that when I was a
Straight,
kid.
bro.
Man. We had Reading Rainbow. You had to hope
Yeah.
something cool was gonna come.
Yep.
Up, man. Shout out Bill Nye. Shout out Beatsman's World. That was fantastic.
They got a new Magic School Bus too.
Really?
Teacher
Nice,
is
nice.
thick.
Gotta have thick Miss Gotta have thick Miss
For real? No.
Bro,
All
she's
right, now I gotta
young
look this
young
up, bro.
and thick, bro.
You can fly that bus all over me, bro. Anywhere you want to go, it's all you, Miss Fizzle. Extra credit, detention, whatever you want.
Dude, I don't know why, but like,
Flunk me,
I mean,
mommy.
growing up, like Miss Frizzle was kind of hot,
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Of
I
course.
Now
think it
you
was
think
her
about
like,
it, the red hair frizzle thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But also her immense knowledge of everything. That was super rad.
dude, yeah. You couldn't lie to her, bro.
No
like,
way,
yeah,
bro.
you had to be a faithful man of that shit.
I think she had a donk too, from what I remember.
Yeah. It could have been a petticoat, but I like
Yeah,
that.
could have been a petticoat.
Head canon, she's juicy with it, man.
Let's see here. New Magic School Bus teacher.
We're terrible people. What are we doing?
Is it that one?
Yep.
Oh, man, they nerfed her.
See?
Let's see here. Let's get this screen share going on. Bro. Oh, and maybe I need to go to images.
Nah, I don't think that's it.
No?
Nah, the one I saw looked like Ice Spice.
Well, I mean, look.
Oh, man. You know how she's going to teach the colors. I'm not even going to say it, man.
Steven.
Oh, Miss Frizzle's better.
Steven, get on the bus.
Choose old. So you picking new Miss Frizzle or old Miss Frizzle?
I mean, this.
Old
I'm
Miss
taking
Frizzle,
old.
100%.
Old 100%.
Yeah.
Look at them shoes.
So that's a new one, right?
Mm-hmm. She got them clogs on.
I like how they have like a little like line right here to show that like she has some sort of tits. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's very Japanese.
Yeah.
Very Japanese. Large eyes.
Let's make those planets go around, Miss Frizzle. Yeah. Well,
This is like 2 weeks in a row that we were talking about cartoon characters.
cartoon. Well, that was JD's horny ass when he was here talking about what was he talking about? Fern Gully?
Tell him again who you
Otaku.
took the Dot from. What was the name again?
Reboot.
Dot from Reboot. Remember that show Reboot?
Oh, yeah. Reboot was the shit, man.
Yeah,
Dot
it
was his on the
Dude,
poster
I already
on the
explained
wall.
this. I said, no.
Oh,
No, it
digitized
wasn't. No,
dot.
she was on the ceiling, bro.
Looked like a- she
No,
looked
I
like
think
a
it was
fucking-
the evil. Was it Hexadecimal? Was that the evil lady?
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
she did it for me a little bit.
Dude, I gotta look that up, bro.
Look at her. Now that you mention it, bro.
Oh, man.
Let's see, Reboot.
It's been Goth Girls for a minute.
Every time I think about
Oh,
Dot,
yeah,
I just
dude.
think of like Missy Elliott.
See
Wearing that trash bag or what?
Damn.
what I'm saying?
Dude, that's
I don't know about
old
that. That's
school,
I can't do
man.
that, bro.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You're just some kinky shit.
For sure. She had the
said
whole
for
S&M
sure.
spider web.
He
I
said
think,
for
I think
sure.
she lived in a spider web, too.
Dude, she's on top of you like that.
100%. 100%. I could tame that.
Why did you come in me?
No problem.
She looks like the chick from Thor, the sister from Thor.
I haven't seen that.
No.
No.
Whatever tickles your pickle, man. You're not a Marvel fan? You watch a lot of movies?
No, I don't really fuck with media at all anymore.
Oh, okay.
I literally like live out in the woods by myself.
Damn. So you're living the life.
Yeah. I feel pretty lucky.
I'm jealous.
So are you still cooking?
Yeah, every now and then I cook. Like I have like old school clients that'll just hit me up like, hey, you want to come do this for X amount of money? Yeah. I'll get last minute stuff from people. You know?
How did you get into that in the first place? Like, when did you start?
Oh man, so I actually got super lucky. Like you don't really get to start the way I do. So I answered an ad. Well, actually, we'll start at the beginning. So I was interested in cooking when I was working as a machinist because it was like something I would do to calm down. And eventually I got super tired of being a machinist and just working at night, like not meeting any people at all because they're just working overnights with a bunch of old, like, autistic dudes, basically. Like, you didn't really see anyone. And so I started cooking at a couple bars. And then I was like, all right, I feel like I can get the hang of being in a kitchen. Like, I don't know shit about shit, but I can actually, like, I can flip an egg, right? Mm-hmm. And so I answered an ad for a food truck for a resort. And it was way north of Austin in Valente. It was called Travasa. I think that it's called Miraval now. But they had a food truck. And their sous chef was running it. And so I went in, and I think I might have been the only person that showed up, to be honest. And so I got the job, and I was working with them for like 2 months. And then the sous chef dude, he quit. His girlfriend was like tired of not seeing him because he was working like at the resort and doing the food truck thing, so he was pretty busy all the time. And then so they looked at me and they're like, "Can you run the food truck?" And I was like, "Sure." And so they just let me run this food truck for like a year, and I got lucky. It was a super rad environment. So they had like a farm across the street that they grow their own vegetables. So we had all these crazy organic vegetables outside the kitchen and outside the spa were all these like organically grown herbs and spices. The head chef, Benjamin Baker, shout out to Ben, amazing chef, super great teacher, very patient man, super knowledgeable. He had lived in Hawaii for like 13 years or something, and he had a ton of knowledge, and the menu had to change every single day for so many meals. It was like open season. Like if you had an idea for something, you'd shout it out. He would like, "I need a vinaigrette," and you would say, the strawberry basil, blah, 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 and he would fucking rock with it. And someone would be like, "Hey, what can I do with this fish?" And someone would be like, blah, blah, blah. And like someone would be like, "Hey, my cake fell apart, what can I do?" And someone would hop in and save it. And so it was like a speed run on how to be a chef. And I did that for like a year, just working the food truck, doing farmers markets, special events. We ended up doing South by one time. I think it was like 2013, 2014. And it was for Complex Magazine, and so I got to feed like Nipsey Hussle, Childish Gambino, Mike Will, somebody else. It was a ton of dudes, like famous rappers, like right before they got super huge, and it was like weird to like how did I end up here, man?
Are you into rap at all?
Not really the new stuff, man. I used to listen to like the '90s rap, like Wu-Tang and Nas and shit like that. But like I haven't. There's so much music now, I can't keep up with all that stuff, man. Like, like I never have service on my phone, so I'm like, I don't really know the new stuff. Yeah. But I dig like if I'm working out and stuff, like some Nas, fucking Ether. And like,
so would you say like you're like if someone were to open like your, I don't know, if you had like a mix CD that's like your go-to, it would be like from the '90s, like late 90s
for the rap portion of it, probably would be, man.
Yeah.
But I listen to a lot of country and a lot of like bluegrass and stuff. And oddly enough, after I played Red Dead Redemption, their soundtrack is like a lot of old western stuff with like guitars mixed in, and like Robert Rodriguez has a lot of the same stuff, like real kind of ambient fucking shit. And so like it makes like chopping wood outside super epic when you just have like the background and shit. Fucking wood. It's pretty rad. I like listening to stuff like that. If I'm driving, a little more like fucking fast-paced shit, even like some Eurobeat stuff, because like fucking Initial D and shit like that. Like, it's all over the place, man. Like with the internet and stuff, like you can try everything, man. I can't even keep up with all this stuff. I don't even know much about each of the bands. I just have whatever the fucking Spotify tells me. I'm like, this is rad or it's not. And it's on there. But it's a crazy mix of everything, really.
JD says, I still go to Eastside King because of Beck.
Yeah, Eastside King was pretty rad, man. That was a lot of opportunity to learn there, too. All the owners are like a different Asian, like a Japanese dude, a Vietnamese guy, a Korean dude, a Filipino dude, Thai dude. And so some of them have different inputs on different trucks and stuff, and there's like more of their fucking flair on it. So you get to learn about all of these wild Asian ingredients and techniques and stuff that you wouldn't have normally get all in one spot. And so that was I worked there for like maybe a year or two, and got to do a lot of awesome events with them, man. It was pretty rad.
What does cooking like primarily do for you? Like when you cook, like what is like the main thing that you get out of it?
It's like almost like a video game when you get really good at it, but it takes a long time to like understand how to do stuff like on the fly or just like have a flow with things. Like some people think cooking is like recipes like straight up, and that's like how you start if you like completely don't know what's going on. But I think I read a book called I read a book, but I think it was called 4-Hour Chef by Tim Ferriss, and he wanted to learn as much as he could about cooking as fast as he could. So he had a lot of ways to break down techniques and stuff in there to learn fast. And one of them was just trying all the ingredients with like warm water. And once you know what everything tastes like, it's kind of like learning colors. And then with those colors, you can like paint pictures. Is the kind of best way I can describe it. So people are like, how did you learn that? What's the recipe for that? I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. Like, I'm just making art right now, man. Yeah. Not to be like pretentious, like, oh, I'm making art. It's not like fucking fine art, but like I'm doodling on shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just like play with it. Yeah.
I was never much of a cook. Obviously, because it was just me. But once I had the kids and stuff, like, now we get down, and then it's like I look forward to it, and I tell, like, me and my woman, we try to like alternate days. But sometimes I'm like, hey, like, let's go chill in the kitchen. Like, I get some beer, and like we're just there chilling. It's just like it's like a breath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And One of the because we had Delfino on before.
Yeah, my
two
dude.
2 times or so. Yeah,
Love that dude.
Yeah, y'all like brothers, huh?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah.
And
Yeah.
dude, he gave me like the single best piece of advice in cooking, and like I like hear him in my head every time, and he goes, because I think I asked him like, well, how much do you know to do? And he goes, man, best thing I can tell you, he goes, just do what feels right. He goes, if you're unsure about something, just do what feels right. And I just like let it flow, dude. Sometimes because I'm like, so now like something that I like to make is like I have an Instapot, so I make like a shrimp bowl in there for like it's enough for like the family. And I started off with just a recipe off of like YouTube, and I was like, oh, this sounds good. Since then, I just kind of made it my own, and now I don't have no measuring cup, no spoon. I'm just like, and it's like, yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah, and then you can move on to the next thing. You gain a little bit of confidence every time.
Yeah,
and it's
sure,
okay
man.
to fuck shit up. I fucked up so many shit. So many.
That's how you learn, right?
Yeah. Like making briskets when you're like 11. You're like, it's good. It's all like, you did it for 4 hours, and the fire went out 4 times. It's not good, bro.
You make a good brisket now?
Yeah. The barbecue is like one of my main things, man. My Uncle Michael worked at Christ back in the day, and so like just watching him my whole life growing up, because he always had to pick one at his house, and then like asking him questions and shit, just kind of picking his brain. And he's back there now. He retired from like construction and stuff, and then they were like, hey, we need help desperately. And so yeah, he's over there kicking it too, man. A ton of knowledge, been there for a long time, gives great tours, hell of a guy. I love that man too.
Nice. Hell yeah,
so
man.
I got a lot of barbecue knowledge from him. And then like being at Travasa and like Eastside King, like I said, like the knowledge of all the ingredients is like huge, and then like the techniques to use them. It's just, people ask me like, what can you make? I'm like, what do you want? when I'm making menus for people, I don't try to like write down stuff like straight away. I'm like, this is what I want to do. I'll be like, where's the last place you went on vacation? And they'll be like, Bob, I went here. Like, what did you have anything there that was like really amazing, blew you away, that was new? And like, oh yeah, I had this and this ingredient, that ingredient, or this drink or that drink. And then like, okay, cool. And like, is there anything like, who's this party for? Like, is it for your mom, the kids? Like, it's for mom. Like, is there anything mom loves? Like, she would geek out on when she was a kid. Like, my grandma loved orange soda and ice cream cones, right? So shit like that. And so like, yo, yeah, she like orange soda, ice cream cones. So I'll do like some kind of dreamsicle, something, maybe a like a cocktail or something. With the dreamsicle. You know, blown away, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we went to Mexico and we had mole. Do you know what mole is? You know?" And then you'll make them like some like mole, but with the fish, you know, instead of the chicken like they had it. Just stuff like that. Yeah. It's nice to just not have.
I feel like too, like every time I do go to places like that, when I to Puerto Rico or when I go traveling, even if I like go to like Port A, like there's places that are like, that's where I eat, or I remember I ate this, or this was good here.
Yeah.
You know, so that's pretty dope how you like build a concept over that, and I feel like that's probably just a better sell for you, you know? Like, like, I mean, me being a car seller, be like, hey, upcharge, you know? That's why I charge a little bit more, bro. It's an experience here. You know, it's not just food, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I try to give people.
And I try to, and honestly, whenever I first got married and I saw that, I'd hit you up and be like, hey, what do I do with this brisket? Like, what the fuck am I doing up here? And you'd be like, hey, this, and that. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, like, just use oak and make sure, you know, I'm leaving it this long, depending on, you know, how much it weighed. And he's the one that told me that, you know?
Right, dude.
Or like I said, the ricotta and the brownies or like little stuff like that.
And the ricotta and the brownies, that was one of the things where you're just like, I know this has this much protein. I know it has this texture. I know this is what happens to it when it bakes. Like, no one ever told me to put ricotta in the brownies, and I was like, "That's gonna make the texture I like with the regular brownies."
That's tight.
Sure enough, it was fire. And then you were talking about it on Facebook, I think, or the debate on like, you want the crunchy part or the chewy part? Yeah. I was like, "Fuck your life! This is the best texture you want. You've never had, and it's with the ricotta whipped in there."
I threw some ricotta in there.
The whole pan's on fire.
Lit, bro.
You don't care.
I was like, damn.
It don't matter what location you're in. It's all good. It's
bro,
all
just
good.
dancing.
Yeah.
Because of him.
I'm gonna ask you this question, but I feel like I know the answer to it. But do you ever get annoyed with people like how he just said, like, because I know people probably hit you up, hey, I got this going on, like, what should I do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, not with that. Like, if I know you, if we're family or we're friends, or if we met in passing, or if you're from town, you're not like or even if you are a professional, as long as you're not like abusing the fuck, you don't ask me every day, but no one does that. Everyone hit me up every now and then. I'm happy to help, because it's like, it's just gonna make your life better, and there's no reason. Like, I just tell you this thing, and then you have like a fucking rad time. Like, it's super awesome. And it's like,
in case you don't know, we're friends now. So
okay.
Hit you up.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. Hit me up.
What do you think are some of those like ricotta and the brownie other items that you think just that you come up with it, or your hey, this is how I eat this now?
Well, I'll start it at the bottom of the barrel. If I'm gonna say that for like this will apply to everyone. If you ever have like regular box mac and cheese, like Kraft, whatever, it's kind of like okay. If you want to just make it amazing instantly, you just add like cream of chicken or cream of bacon or cream of mushroom, whatever like that. That's something my mom used to do back in the day, and it's like 1,000 times better somehow with all that. And then just like adding like smoke to things is one of the things I like to do the most. Like just smoking cheddar, like just smoked cheddar cheese. It's fucking fantastic.
I seen you do stuff like that. Yeah.
How often do you use paprika?
Paprika often, yeah. Smoked paprika is huge. Man.
Yeah.
I picked that up in Kentucky. They put a lot of sweet stuff in all their food in Kentucky. And I was working at a spot, and they use a lot of smoked paprika and like barrel aged smoked paprika.
Oh, okay.
And then so in Kentucky, they like a company that barrel ages everything. I just posted it today. Actually, I'm not getting sponsored or anything. I wish it was, but they had like a barrel aged soy sauce, and it's just like another level on something. Like this is not the same at all, but it's different. Barrel aged togarashi, which is a Japanese 7-spice, and just stuff like that.
And how long is it aged?
It's probably like a year, 3 years, whatever. I'm not even sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the soy sauce was 3 years. I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you a fan of what's his name? God damn it! Shame on me. The one that passed away.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a huge.
God
huge
damn it!
influence
Shame on me.
He was a huge influence getting started because I'm cooking. Cooking was like a hobby for me, and I knew like if
we'll get there in a minute.
that's my next adventure. But like I knew it was gonna be grueling hours, and like I knew it would probably like kill my fucking passion for it, which it did for a little while.
Yeah.
But when I wanted to get started was after seeing him travel and stuff, because like I want to eat this fucking thing from Thailand, but I'm not fucking going to Thailand. You know, like I want to try this Japanese thing, but I'm probably not gonna make it over there. So like let me at least try it here. And that was like pretty huge, just to see things from there that were like super comfort or like super inside, and like the way he would get off the beaten path and to just go places you wouldn't expect or you might be scared to. We got to follow the locals, which is super instinctive of me now too. Like if we ever go on vacation with you, or you ever go on vacation with me or something like that, because I was a personal chef, so I'd go places with people sometimes.
He'll take us.
Steven, sell some more trucks. But they'll be like, oh, let's go to Outback or let's go to Chiz. I'm like, fuck that, man. Ask the locals, man. Like, there's a dishwasher taking a cigarette break outside the back. Like, hey, man, where do you get tacos at? Oh, there's a spot right here. It's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I found like $3 tacos in one of the richest neighborhoods in California, like on Irvine Beach, and it's like fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw a quote. I don't remember who it was from, but it was like when you go on vacation, don't get drinks at your hotel. Ask the people that work at the hotel where they go to get drinks.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah, and I was like, that makes sense, you know. And
that was another huge thing working at Eastside King in Austin, and then Travasa is like all the little spots people don't really know about that I'm not going to tell you right now. Fuck you, normies. You're not going to go here. You're not ruining it. You ruined so much shit. You're not going to go there. But the little spots that we go to, and I would never have known. I've never popped in here. Like I didn't know you could get tacos in a fucking tire shop parking lot.
Yeah.
6 in the morning. You kidding me?
Natasha says Beck was one of my cooking influences. You know Natasha?
Paint me like that.
Absolutely. She's probably gonna tell you about the Kewpie mayonnaise. So Japanese mayonnaise is called Kewpie mayo, and it's fantastic. I think I did a big charcuterie board for Natasha and a bunch of our homies back in the day. And I had just Kewpie mayo with fucking homemade bacon stuck in it, and they're like, "What the fuck is this white sauce?" Like it's Japanese mayonnaise. It's fantastic. It goes on anything fried or. Anywhere you eat regular mayonnaise, you can use it there, man.
Nice.
I feel like you have a lot of Asian influences. In what you're making.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
I can pinpoint. So I got super lucky with that too. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, there was a restaurant called Bamboo Hut over in Park Plaza.
Yeah.
So the dude there was like a white dude up front, but his wifey was Chinese, and so she worked in the back. And so all her stuff was legit, and we didn't know it. We just thought this is what Chinese food you see it on TV, blah, blah, blah. We didn't know we're getting like the real shit.
Yeah.
And so I had that as a kid, and then when they moved away, after a few years, China Palace came in.
Yeah.
And Frank's whole family is amazing cooks. Yeah, Frank's whole family is amazing at cooking, man. And like they were making all their sauces from scratch, and they're still doing it over at like Koi, and then
And
then
then
Johnny's at
he says what's up all the time.
Yeah, and then Johnny's at Walking Roll in St. Marcus too.
Is
like, yeah.
Are they no longer? They're no longer like managing China Palace.
Nah, not the one.
Oh, it went to
I
shit,
think.
dude.
Yeah, bro. I don't.
Sorry to
I
say
don't
that,
hate it,
Nah, they're retired now, and the kids run the spot in Kyle. But so back in the day when Frank's first son was born, they had a big party, and he had made like a roast pig, and it was like a roast pig and all this little sauces and shit. And he had this one sauce, and it was like a cucumber, I had no idea what was in it at the time, but I tasted it and it was amazing, and now I know what was in it. But it was cucumbers, like soy sauce, vinegar, sesame oil, and like some different spices and stuff. And it was just like the most amazing thing I ever had. It was like perfectly crispy roast pork dipped in this fucking cucumber sauce. It like blew my mind, absolutely blew my mind. And then so from then, like the Asian stuff's always just been stuck in my head. It's so a lot more complicated, a lot more depth to the recipes and stuff. And like there's an old saying that like inside every great chef is a tiny Chinese one. I think I got that from Bourdain too. But like I always like to fuck with like French chefs and stuff. Like the only reason you make that French stuff is like Chinese people did it 1,000 years before, and they decided it fucking sucked, and they moved on. Like, they've been cooking for so long, and like all the stuff they come up with is fantastic.
I feel like as far as like, growing up, I never wanted pho, I never wanted like ramen. I was like, nah, I just never like liked that stuff. But then when I went and actually had it, and it's like all the flavors of everything combined, that's when I was like, this is where it's at. And then like with the fresh herbs on top, like, you never do that. And then that got me like a Thai food kind of got me there with with the cucumbers and like all this, it's a little fresh, and then you still got the noodle and then all those other, bro. That's probably my, other than Mexican food, that's probably my number one. Dude,
speaking of Thai, I gotta shout out Sam's Thai. I miss this spot so much. It used to be right on the corner at 812 and 183 back before there was anything out there, and it was just this sweet Thai lady making amazing, authentic Thai food, and I would stop there, and it was super cheap. I think one time I stopped and I was like, ordered something. She's like, I'm all out of that. She's like, you like dumplings? And I was like, hell yeah. She's like, you eat pork? I'm like, I eat pork. I'm allergic to shrimp though. And she's like, I got you. I'll make you a nice plate. And so she came back with a plate, and it was like on the bottom was rice, and then there was just like row and row and row and row of these big dumplings. Like I know you think of pot stickers, the little ones. That's not how she made them. They're like hockey pucks.
The big ones.
So like the wrapping's round, and so she just put like a puck of meat and then like wrapped it up to the top, and so the meat on top's exposed. So it was all this meat. And then she was like, oh, wait, don't leave. I have egg roll, too. And so she hit me up, or spring roll. And so then, like, a whole thing, it was like 16 fried. And she felt bad because she was out. I think she just wanted to leave. But I was like, I love you so much. Please adopt me. And she was just like an old Thai lady. Oh, and her daughter was super cute, too. I saw her daughter one day. And I was like, of course. I was like, of course. Like, can I please be in this family? But I think it flooded through there one time, and then that was the end of it. It's been several years. I saw a little Instagram post that I had posted. You know, it pops up your memories sometimes. And I was sitting out front of Sam's Thai, and I was like, I shed a spicy little tear. It was so good.
So Natasha says, QP Mayo, remember Tasties?
Oh, Tasties! Oh my God! So Natasha's mom makes these things called Tasties. They're like a sloppy Joe, but it's not barbecue sauce. It's some magical sauce holding it all together. I don't remember all the ingredients. I think there's cheese whiz involved. But she would make them for us when we were out there hanging out, having a good time as kids, and they're so good, like, super addictive. Love the Tasties. Shout out Tasties.
Hey, so let's get into. We got some videos that we were gonna check out. I guess. Let's see here. Damn, I left one off. Okay, we'll go to the this chick making. God damn it! Sorry, guys.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. Calm down.
We expect it at this point.
Based on the day.
Rub my back, bro. Damn.
He's never invited me back.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about cooking.
It smells really good.
What is this? Oh, can you hear your headphone? What's she doing?
That's like cat food.
Oh no, they do this on purpose.
It's fake, right?
Yeah. There's so many of them, but they are funny to watch.
What, they're just putting cat food in the thing? Like
she makes the
make
worst things, man. I can't watch it.
Yeah.
Like I get the gag. Like it's just not.
You gonna taste it? See what it tastes like?
She eats it?
Yeah.
Does she eat it?
I have a funny cat food story that we can get to in a minute.
She ain't gonna eat that shit. I want to see you eat it now.
For the TikTok, man.
Oh,
she paying the bills right now. She's
way,
paying the bills
bro.
Thank you.
Nah, she switched that shit out.
Movie
Nope.
magic.
She probably made that shit. That's not carne guisada, I tell you that.
It looks like the same stuff you get at HEB. You couldn't tell the difference. I could honestly make cat food for you and you'd be like, this is fucking fire, bro. I could do that. It's not that hard. But my terrible cat food story is when I was working as a machinist, there was a guy there and he was from Vietnam, and everybody called him tofu, and like, which is racist, right? But what do you expect from like old boys in Texas in like 2000s? And one day he pulled me aside. This is where I was learning more about Asian cultures right here. As he was like, why they call me tofu? And I was like, because tofu's like, you know, Asian people eat tofu. He's like, I don't eat tofu in Vietnam. I said, what did you eat in Vietnam? He said, fucking nothing. That's why I came to America. but so this is how badass this dude. He's like, how smart you have to be to come to a whole country and not know shit about shit. So he couldn't read English when he got to the country, and so they thought cat food and dog food was cat meat and dog meat, and he's like, fuck it, this is what we can afford. So they ate dog food for like a couple months until he like could learn how to read, or someone put it on to him, and he's like, well, I'm stronger now, but I'm not eating it again. You know? But and then he went to go from that to being like a fucking engineer level machinist. Like he was one of the best programmers we had. And it's like
opportunity, man.
Like, I gotta be better because opportunity, that guy was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Fuck, dude. You want to watch another video?
Yeah, keep them coming. I thought that's what we were doing.
Hey, excuse me? What kind of show is this? My bad, dude. Dude, it's hard. We need a fucking producer. We need someone that's willing to work for free. Come in, click some buttons, hit some keys for free.
I'm already working for free here.
Motherfucker.
You want 2 motherfucking free people?
Hey, I got to get paid first.
I get my daughter to come do it.
What do we got to lose at this point?
I know, right?
So this dude right here, like, he's obviously like disabled, right?
Oh Jesus!
I'm not setting this up.
You're bringing him up.
All right, let me just I guess set it up. So I'm there chilling, right, and I'm getting stuff ready for the show, and my kids are like watching YouTube videos, and I was like, "What are y'all watching, dude?" And there's this dude. He does like I guess they're like mukbangs, I guess you can call it. But, you know, he's disabled and he's got like his hands look kind of crazy, but like he has this thing where he just like slaps his food. And I'm like, dude.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That guy needs to get, I was like, that dude needs to get the fuck off the internet, bro. That's gross. Don't be fucking like, don't be playing with your food, bro.
It's like, it's the way he slaps.
Yeah.
Is funny. That's all it is.
Check it out.
Bro.
All right.
Okay, we got some ribs, some mashed taters,
he like dumps, bro.
and a Hawaiian roll.
He like dumps. Look right there. See. Look at
Tater.
Tater.
Oh man, not the mashed potatoes. He got 2 strong hands.
So good.
Take my little hand.
Hey, he's got it down though.
Time for the best part.
That's skills.
Ooh.
Slap it.
Unnecessary.
That's how you beat your meat, right?
Is that what is that the joke?
He's
being
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, right.
This is a mating ritual.
It's a mating
ritual. Look at that.
Going to town,
Oh,
dude.
he's gonna make some very weird girl very happy.
Boy.
I'm so hyped for this dude already. Imagine this guy's life without the internet.
Bro, just slapping that thing,
You're
boy.
right.
Hell
You're so
yeah.
fucking right.
He's fucking doing it, bro.
Some fucking weird ass chick is gonna be like,
It's like,
hell
He
yes.
don't give a shit. His hands look like
Whole
a crab's
nub it.
mouth. He's fucking doing it.
Both nub it, double
He's all
nub it.
tidy and shit too. One more thing.
Hey, he wants them to know that he can clean up
tidy as
afterwards.
shit,
Right?
Yeah,
tidy
it's
as
a mating ritual, 100%, man. He's got some beautiful girl that was an insect
How many
in her
views
past
does that
life.
have?
ready to
How
fuck
many
her
views
up.
is that?
Not enough.
It was actually his highest TikTok one. That's why.
What
I
is
pulled
that? What do you
one
think
on.
that is?
It was like at like 2 million. I wanna say.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, 2 million people, bro.
Yeah.
You've got fucking 6.
And it's not just because it's not just. I'll give him credit, even though like, I mean, I was
trying to learn
telling,
how to start doing that.
I was making some comments last night that I won't repeat here, but I was like, dude, that guy needs to get the fuck off the internet, bro. Like, because
Power
I'm.
to him.
Well,
Power to that little man.
'Cause I'm
He,
like,
he belongs
shit.
there for sure.
That's
Yeah,
that's
you're right,
internet
you're right.
worthy
Yeah,
right
that
there,
is
bro.
the internet.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
saying.
go find him and follow him. That's what I'm gonna do.
You said the wrong effort. I wanted to find him and.
Hey, chill out, chill out.
I'm just mad because he has more views than us, bro. That's why I'm like trying to.
He needs to get off the internet and
use him.
come watch ours. I'm telling you, bro. You don't know how to tap it like that.
Terrible.
All right, let's check out another one right here.
That was actually a pretty good clip. I was kind of nervous when you started saying this.
Hold on. Look, guys. Josh is smoking a ham.
Look, Josh smoking the ham. Shout out Javi. Shout out Javi. You know what my favorite part of this?
Oh no.
My favorite part. Hold on, I'll show you.
Get this side. Look at all that.
Look at all that. Look at all that.
Rubbed all the way in.
Man, that
Look at
extra
that seasoning.
seasoning.
That's that bark that you're looking for.
I like how he's all happy about it too. He's like, hell yeah. Hey, I heard that he almost burned down his house too. Didn't that?
Doing that?
He caught his tree on fire outside. Not that time, but doing something else, they told him he can't do it anymore.
Do you think he was being serious?
Yes, I guarantee you.
Right, because why are you going to waste the whole ham?
Joshua Russell, he was being 100 serious.
That's the thing about barbecue is it takes so long that people will convince themselves that whatever the fuck they did was fantastic. I hate fucking hearing people's bullshit when they want to talk to me about barbecue most of the time. Unless you're like way older than me. I mean, there's a certain type of person you're like, all right, I know you're fucking legit. But nowadays, it's so out there everywhere. I'm just like, yeah, sure, you can fucking.
And you live in Texas, where barbecue is very prominent around here. Everywhere you look, it seems everyone's opening up a barbecue spot. You know what I mean? So I feel like you have to. I don't know. It's crazy because it's like, you know, it's what you do around here, and you do it so much that you feel like your shit is like standout. But like, you really do have to do something like wild nowadays to like stand out. I'm surprised Terry Blacks was able to like open up like a spot there, and like, I mean, it looks like they're thriving, you know. But they also have the name behind
and everything
it, you know.
else.
They
chuck a lot of money at that.
Yeah,
stuff. But yeah, there really is popular.
Have you tried Terry Blacks?
I'm not gonna talk about that. But I will talk about though, like the influx of barbecue, and it comes back to the information being spread around. It's like back in the day, like, if you asked someone like, "Hey, how do you barbecue this?" You might have been asking them, might as well have been asking them, like, "Hey, how do you make your wife come?" Like, that's inappropriate shit in Texas, man. It's none of your goddamn business.
Do the slap.
It's none of your, it's none of your goddamn business.
Like my fishing hole. Where's your fishing hole?
Yeah, exactly,
exactly, you know?
exactly. And then
now
people,
you got a fucking GPS app.
Yeah, and then people up in Austin start like printing books and giving away all the information and stuff. Like back in the day, if you ever met me, I'm sorry. People would ask me, how do you like do the brisket and shit? Like, what is the pink ring from? Like, oh man, you know the big red you see everybody drinking inside? Like everyone knows big red barbecues. Like you soak it in that for a good 3 days first, and it gets that nice pink ring on and shit. So they go off whatever on their fucking back to their home. They come back vacation the next year and longer.
Pissed off.
It didn't come out as good as yours. I'm like, well, you know, that's the thing. You know?
Do it again. You gotta do it again.
You don't need to be making this shit at home and opening up a fucking business in another state, spreading the secret around. It's like pro wrestling, man. Like, it's better when you don't know what's going on, man. Like, and there's no turning back now.
Yeah, now everybody knows the unlimited knowledge.
So commercialized now.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Right?
It's just lost a lot of soul, and you pop in the spots, and they're like, yeah, how long you been barbecuing? He's like, I've been here for 7 months. You know, like,
there's people that'll like learn or like worked at Smitty's for like a year or two, and then they move away to like, let's say Carolina, and then they're like open up a spot, and then they just have like Lockhart shit on the wall. I worked at, you know, so and so, like they've learned the trade, you know what I mean, and then they're selling shit barbecue. You know what I mean?
There is a lot of good, like super talented people out there and stuff. Like I'll give them that, you know, but like, there's a lot of bad too. It is watered down. But I mean, it is growth. It is what it is. You know, I'd rather be thriving than like die out. Like, you don't want to be a dying art. But like, we can only cut down so many oak trees.
For sure. Let me ask you
that
this, man.
trips me out too, man. Just how much fucking.
Nah, go ahead.
How much fucking wood be burning out here? Yeah, I look at my trees. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, and that's just us here, based on what we cut and how much we barbecue. Imagine just the mass of people and how much trees are going fucking down just so we can keep this fucking.
Don't go woke on me now.
No, I don't care. I'm
not
keep on fucking cutting. I'm gonna choose brisket every fucking time. Fuck them trees if it has to come down to it.
Is it hard, like sometimes when like people are like, or first of all, are people ever like, hey, I want you to try my food and give me an opinion on it? Do people ever come to you like that?
All the time.
Okay, and is it hard for you to be like 100% honest with them?
Hell no. If this shit sucks, you're gonna fucking know
there
about
you go.
that.
That's
I don't
what
need
I
you out
want to
here
hear.
making terrible shit.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want you being like, well, I talked to this chef and he said it was the best he ever had, and then I look like a fucking dipshit.
Yeah, well, it's like you came to me and asked for my opinion. This is my opinion.
And usually they're like, okay, you know, like, you know, but they're wanting to get better and stuff, and a lot of times they do get better. So you know, that's what it is.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about your feelings.
For sure. I don't know why it's like something I was thinking of like recently, because people are like, they're always like, it doesn't take a lot to like share like your friends like business or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But I also think about it because I really don't do that, because I'm like, dude, if I share like, I like your shit, your business or whatever you got, I'll like it, but like as far as like to share it on my thing, like I don't want people to think that like I'm just like sharing anything. Like if I share something, I want to have like a like, hey, this is good. You know what I mean? I just don't want my like shit to become like a ad wall of whatever.
I just let shit fly, bro.
You do?
I just fucking.
Well, you're a whore.
Just let it fucking go, bro.
You're trying to sell drugs. That's
yeah. We're trying to sell cars,
You gotta
bro.
sell cars, bro. Oh yeah, your kids having a barbecue? Share that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You gotta pull a fucking get a truck to pull that trailer, baby.
Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah. Yeah, I feel it in that sense. But I don't sell cars. I'm trying to sell a podcast.
Share the fuck away, baby.
Yeah, fucking share. Yeah, but I feel like always, like, whenever you do whatever, even like with this, you know, like, it's important to have those people around you that are like 100%. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that you're like that.
Oh, for sure.
Me, sometimes, man, like, I don't like to hurt people's feelings, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm 100% cool with you, like, I'll be like, dude, this shit fucking sucks dick. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's been plenty of times where I shared like a food event, and then I went and ate it, and I was like, fuck, I should have fucking took that
Deleted it.
down, bro. Like, I didn't like that, but
Or you edit it.
I
Do
mean,
not
hey,
go to this place.
it's for the kids, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll eat a shitty burger, you know what I'm saying? For a couple bucks. It'll
CPO. Nah, yeah, I'll do that, man. Like, you know, people at AutoZone or whatever. You
Yeah.
know, I'll always,
Yeah.
you know, go support a cause or whatever. And they're out there getting it, you
Yeah.
know, like, because there's people. One of my buddies that when I was working at Christ, he told me, he was like, because there's people that are like, oh, like asking for donations and shit, but he was always
Touching
like,
my leg, bro. Like, God damn.
he was
bro.
always like, you been working out or what? He's always like, dude, like, I'll give you some money, but give me something in return, you know, make me some food or something, you know, and I like that, man, like, you know, because, you know, too many people are like, not to mention scams and shit, like, there's people playing like electric violins on the side of Walmart and have a speaker playing out music.
Honestly, bro, be real.
If you get fooled by that,
If you,
that's
like,
your ass.
I'll give you $1 or something if you're
yeah.
playing something dope and just acting, bro. Like,
What if you have your kids sitting there?
I mean, I don't care. I mean,
During
as
school
long as
hours.
it's
During school
as
hours.
long as, I don't give a dog. I don't care. As long as you're entertaining, all right, I'll give you $1, bro. That was pretty cool, you know. Was that Stairway to Heaven? Here you go, bro. You know, like shit, dog.
You play
It's
Freebird on that thing or what? No, that's all right.
You play guitar?
No, but
He's like, no.
actually, my niece is a super rad guitarist. Who just
Really?
Annabelle, my brother's youngest daughter. Been playing classical guitar for, I don't know, I guess her whole life. Basically, she's just fantastic.
Nice.
She's pretty bad. I mean, that shit missed me. I played the saxophone for like a year in 7th grade or something, but that was about it.
Yeah.
What'd
Just
you play?
enough to learn the Darkwing Duck
I used to play
thing.
guitar.
Guitar
Yeah.
in school or what?
We didn't have guitar in school.
I don't know. They had like the Tejano band or something like that.
Like a what?
Like a mariachi band or something like that.
We had a mariachi band.
They have mariachi bands at some schools. I
Los
know they have it
Leones?
right now. I'm asking. I don't know.
I'm not from San Antonio.
My bad. My bad.
From
What did you do?
Lockhart.
You did like band? You never did band or nothing like
So I did band just because like I didn't want to do the other ones, and then
What did you play?
I wanted to do the drums, but like, dude, it was like a 30-second. Like, actually, it was like 20 seconds. They were like, he was like, keep my beat, and I was just like, duh, and he was all like, all right, go ahead, and I was like, no, can I do it again? Can I do it again? Can I do it again?
Like the voice, like it's like
yeah. Fucking Simon Cowell, bro.
Just crushing your dreams.
garbage. Get the fuck
Dude,
out of
he
here.
really fucking did it, and I was like, dude, like I wanted to do it again, but he wouldn't let me in there.
man.
So he stuck me on the trombone, and I was like, I am not gonna be like this. I was like, get me out of here. So I went to theater arts.
Oh,
You just do plays or what?
I was,
Bro,
nah. I met some of my best friends in there.
you
and
look like you could do a Peter Pan, nice Peter Pan.
fuck you, dude. Yeah, you'd be a fucking Tinkerbell, motherfucker.
Rufio, motherfucker.
Shit, yeah, give me that fairy dust. I'll take that fairy dust.
When I used to stock overnights at HEB in San Marcos, I seen a dude like he looked like Rufio and he had the fucking that shit. And I seen him and I was like, Rufio. Duh, it gets worse. His girlfriend was like, I fucking told you.
Oh shit.
I felt so bad. I
Cut
thought he
your
was
fucking
like,
hair.
I thought that's what he wanted, but
Cut
it was
your
like,
fucking
nah,
hair.
dude, I'll never forget that kid, dude. Poor guy.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. Yeah, but I'll do the drums. Like listening to like heavy metal and shit. Like, dude, the drums, dude. I feel like it's where it all starts, or sometimes might be the bass line. You know what I mean? But the drums, dude, critical part of a band, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, does your hair grow right here?
No,
or
it
you
doesn't.
shave
I
it?
get the miss.
You shave
Does
it?
grow? No, I don't grow.
I don't know what
It's that Indian in
we
me,
were
bro.
watching something.
Little Spaniard.
Spaniard. We were watching something and with the kids and one of my sons, he goes, why do people why does he shave it right there? And I was like, no, dude, some people's
Johnny Depp don't have that either.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was like, the best of us don't.
You don't have it?
Yeah,
you
it goes all the way. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then don't fake it. You're not
week,
part of the club.
No, I'm gonna show up next week just like that.
No, don't.
And
do
you tell me how I'm not
Don't
like
do
you.
that.
Next week we're having a solo show, just me and you.
Okay.
Yeah, but so
how about I cut my hair with a big forehead and you grow it out? That way we switch haircuts.
A shitty mullet?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that.
Hey, what I tell you? You put some respect. Put some respect on that down dangler, baby. I'll tell you what.
He's the one that named that shit.
You trying to kick me off my own show, right? That's what you did. I see what you're doing now.
But no, like I've been shaving since I was in fucking 5th grade. They had to change the literal rule book at the intermediate school because of my ass. Because I had a fucking full ass goatee when I was 12. Yeah. Because it didn't say you can't. You had to shave because we're fucking children, right? But no, it's been a hot minute.
I was trying to line my shit up last week and I cut it off, so I had to take it all off. And this is probably like 8 days without shaving. Really.
Damn.
This is what I get. I mean, I've done like this, so it doesn't look like that. But
say that double chin.
It's almost going away.
You work. I know you work out. You don't ever work out your neck.
Fuck you.
Only on the weekends, baby.
Oh, no, dude,
I'm trying to take everything I can, bro. You're fucking ruthless, bro. Fuck. One time, I was telling you we had Emilio on, and one time, we would always just rag on him and shit. And, now I know what he feels like. 'Cause he showed up one day, he was like, dude, I feel like I'm emotionally exhausted.
Why? Cause getting made fun of?
Yeah.
So here's the thing, bro.
He goes, I feel like it's exhausting week to week to come up with comebacks to just come at you guys with.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's my favorite thing to do. Like me and my best friend, this is literally we make fun of each other all day long. Yeah, my parents and my family, we never grew up telling each other we loved each other. We just ragged on each other. We just made fun of each other all day. So if I do that, it's because I like you. If I talk about playing, connect the dots with the moles on your face.
I have 18. Let me tell you a funny story.
I guarantee
dude.
I can make a dick coming in your mouth, bro.
Dude, so there was this chick, dude. I was just she was hot, bro, and she was showing me a little bit of attention, right? Because I was sat next to her in a history class. Well, she was in the row next to me, but a couple of chairs up, and she kept looking back, right? And I was like, oh, she's peeping me, right? And then she kept looking. I was like, what's up? And she was like, you have 18 moles on your face. And I was all like, dude.
Wait. That's a good thing, though, bro.
It is, right?
She gave a fuck enough to
super
count your
analytical,
moles
man.
on your fucking
Mapped
face.
your whole face.
Yeah, she
You
goes.
sure you have 8? Are you counting the ones on the side of your head too, or just on your face?
No, not on the side of my head. Yeah.
I see them. That's what
Yeah, or at the back of my ears.
You got back of your ears too?
Yes, dude. I got 2. Chicks
Have
love
you got
it.
them checked out or no?
Huh? If you want to pay for it, I will. No, but she goes, you look like somebody sprinkled chocolate chips on your face. Ooh. I was like, that's a good one.
Sounds like it's getting better. So you telling me you
Chips
get laid?
Ahoy, baby.
Dude,
got
nah,
laid.
I'm not gonna lie. No, I didn't.
0 risk.
I was simping over her all through high school, dude, and I never got it. She used me, bro.
She told you that, and then
No.
you never.
No.
Damn.
Well,
bro.
yeah, she told me that, what I told you, but
Oh,
I never gave it up, dude.
Oh, the chocolate chip.
Oh,
pumpkin pie
chocolate
over
chip.
here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I got it for it. You should have told me that.
Damn. All right, let's bring the show back up. Let's bring it back up.
But literally, I'll be sitting on my couch. We'll do a podcast on Wednesday, and I'll be sitting on my couch Friday or Saturday, and I'll just laugh. And then I was like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "I got something for James."
Oh no! You got a game plan. You running drills and shit.
I just think, bro. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that reminds me of James."
Well, man, I like to cut my hair short, right? But dude, I think I am finally thinning out, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. I see you most.
Well, it's because I cut my hair short.
Nah, okay, whatever.
But
whatever you decide.
Yeah,
the reason is. But
I'm afraid to try and let it grow out because I've let it grow out in the past because a lot of my friends are just going bald, and I always fuck with them about it too. But it's one of those things fucking with somebody dying because I'm hey, don't go get hit by one of your longhorns in the fucking anus, because I know one day I'm gonna die as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I rag on them because I'm all my uncles are bald except for one, And so more than likely, I feel like I'm gonna go bald. But they all told me they're like, if it was gonna happen, it would have happened by now,
You're
right?
probably gonna go bald because you're making fun of Thumper video. That's why you're gonna
Fuck
go
that guy.
I've been shaving my head since I was 15. Like I
Yeah.
have like a perfectly shaped head though. So
Yeah, it matches well.
Yeah,
It was just so hot at football. I was like,
yeah, that's you.
Fuck every single.
That's you.
It is. Like I couldn't picture him with hair.
Yeah, that's why I like when guys are like trying to have like hang on. I'm like, dude, just shave it and fucking scalp more.
Oh,
dog.
dude.
Like, the girls will eat.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And that's why I raise a concern.
I just really like my golf hat with my feathers on it.
That's why I raise a concern because I'm like, I feel the same way. I'm like, dude, give it up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop. You look ridiculous
You just
right
look
now.
slightly tougher. Like,
Fuck you, bro. Get back.
Like
just
you
go with
spots.
it, bro.
You don't get spots though, right?
No.
You're still good.
Yeah.
Full.
I trust that my barber Mick would let me know.
Yeah.
I trust that he would.
So I can't keep
Like,
pushing
hey,
this.
bro, I can't keep pushing this shit back.
Dude, yeah.
It can't keep going. I'm going back this way. I can't go back this
No,
way.
dude. I went to this one guy. I'm not gonna say no names in town, but it was the first time I got my haircut by him, and the last time because like he was like doing my edge up, and I mean you were to give me shit. Good thing I didn't know you at the time because you would have really gave me shit, bro. I just like felt him like doing my edge up, and he was like in uncharted territory,
Oh, no.
and I was all like. I was all like, like what's going? Dude, he pushed my edge up way back, bro. And I don't wear hats, you know what I'm saying? So I had to just eat that shit.
Why don't you wear hats?
I just never did. I don't know.
You don't like it? It's
I
not
never played
comfortable or
baseball,
what?
I guess. Nah, I mean, like actually, I have worn hats, but like my girl's like, "Why are you wearing a hat?" And I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna wear it tonight." But don't turn around. Nah, but I don't know, man. I just never worn hats. I don't wear jewelry or nothing like that.
How long have you been cutting your hair like that?
Since about 18.
18?
Yeah, but I've let
You've
it
been
grow.
bald since about
I've let it grow.
18, 15, 15. You've been going straight
Damn.
bald?
What did you straight razor?
Yeah, I just buzzed it, and then like we're on vacation. My mom was like, "You're not shaving your head. You're gonna look like a refugee victim." I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna look like a Jolo. You know? And so like they went somewhere for the day, and I just like stayed home and shaved her with the razor. She came home, she had a heart attack, bro. I was like, I just wanted to be bald. Ever since I saw fucking Kung Fu back in the day, like you remember the original Kung Fu with David Carradine?
Yeah.
I was like, that looks rad. Like I want to do that.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
parents, mom wouldn't let me, and then as soon as I got the opportunity, I was like, I'm doing it, bro.
What do you have?
I just cut my hair today.
Yeah, let's see it.
I told him, give me bangs. I got bangs.
Let's see it.
No. I don't like it, bro. Nah, it's just different.
Where's the Del Dangler?
I got rid of it. Bro.
R.I.P.
I got rid of it, bro. So the reason I cut my hair, like, reason, is because I had I think I did what these fucking women do whenever they go through, like a bad time in their life. I had
You
all
would
that shit.
relate.
Hold on, I'm explaining myself.
All right,
I'm gonna give you some ammo.
All right.
So basically, I always hear like, and I saw this because I saw some girl, but like, I just went through something crazy in my life, and I decided to cut all my hair off. And I started going through my shit with like Nash when I was leaving them and shit. And I was like, hey, I gotta go find another job, but I want to go to big dealership. I can't be going into some, proper ass dealership with the mullet, expecting to, kind of do my thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna cut my hair. And I I just made the decision. I went and cut my hair, and I fucking regretted it as soon as I fucking cut it.
Yeah.
And then I went to go work that job, and I was there for 2 months. I was like, fuck this job. Like, I don't want to fucking work here.
Yeah.
And then I ended up finding where I'm at now at this truck spot, and as soon as I walk in, I look at the finance manager, and he's got a fucking mullet. And I'm like, motherfucker!
You sell trucks in Texas.
I know.
Bro.
I never had to cut this motherfucker.
No, that's a selling point.
Who cut your hair, man?
Exactly. But I was trying to
I feel you where you're coming from.
Nah, I got my homie Chris is usually who does it up in Kyle. Or I go to Javi if I'm here in town. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Why don't you like me?
Huh?
Why don't you like me?
Mick used to cut my hair like in high school, but
okay.
I never really. It's not I don't want to.
Choose your next words wisely. They could be your last. Are you a Star Wars fan?
I like them back in the day, but
Yeah?
I'm not like a huge. Like I don't know all the fucking names of everybody.
Oh, okay.
anymore, so, but like they are rad movies. Like every time if I see it on, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm watching Luke Skywalker. Fuck
Yeah.
If you are watching a movie, because you say you don't really watch much media,
Yeah.
what do you watch? Like go to this is.
Oh, dude, like Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez, man.
Yeah.
I think Robert Rodriguez was the first time that I got into like actual film making and like telling a story like for real and like understanding what the fuck's going on and like why this happened and that happened and like why the soundtrack is this and that and then like watching El Mariachi, the original one.
Yeah.
And you see like, holy
dude.
shit, dude, like he just did that with
Yeah.
a handheld, you know?
Yeah.
And then getting into Tarantino, I remember the first time I watched Pulp Fiction, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Like, everything looks super cool, but
Everybody get on the ground, motherfucker.
I have no idea what's going on, but like those movies are comfort movies for sure, and like football movies, fucking Varsity Blues, bro. Every time
Oh, yeah, I watch that all the time,
that
bro.
shit. It's so like accurate. Like no one had really told that's our side of the story.
Yeah,
Football players
yeah.
basically like, yeah, you fucking destroy your body, and for like why, you know, like
Friday Night Lights is one too. I'm gonna
dude,
watch that
like
motherfucker.
I had torn my ACL like the last play of the second scrimmage my senior year, and then played the whole fucking year on it
Just
like
wanna
a
play football,
psycho,
coach?
dude.
You
Yeah,
wanna play football?
yeah, like a
You wanna play
psycho.
football?
And then so after that had happened, my mom, we had Friday Night Lights came out after that, so my mom saw it. She was like crying because the kid like fucking shredded his ACL,
Yep,
and it was
yep.
just like, you know, but it's like the only time it's to hurt people in front of everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so fucking fun, man. It's like that's why. I mean, yeah, it's dangerous, but we fucking know that, dude. Like, football players fucking know it's dangerous, man.
Yeah.
It's not a sport for women and children, dog. Like,
Yeah.
that was a marketing decision by the NFL. Like, it's to keep teenage boys from fucking going crazy in real
Fucking
life,
each other
bro.
up, yep.
Yeah, you got to get that out somewhere, man.
Yeah.
It's for violent people to do violent things, and we
Yeah.
should let them because they're gonna do it somewhere else, which is fucked up.
Dude, the game's won in the trenches too, man.
Yeah.
Like, I told my son because he's kind of like, he's a little like, you know, bigger, heavier set than most of the people, and he wants to play football next year. But, you know, if I had it, I mean, I don't know. I'll get y'all's opinion on it. I'm like, dude, you gotta grow a little, gotta get some balls, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, dude, you got it or you don't. You know what I mean? And so I guess we'll find out.
You can
but I'm
learn.
like,
You can learn. I got a story about that, man.
Okay.
I had one homie who was like a little computer nerd type of dude. He was rad as fuck, like good musician. He's like a badass bass player nowadays. But he was tired of like getting like no respect in school, and so when we were, I guess, in 7th or 8th grade, he was like, I want to play football. And so he started, and like after the first 2 weeks, he was like, "Fuck, this is not for me."
Yeah.
And his mom was like, "Nah, you wanted this," and she didn't want him to at first, but when he wanted to quit, she's like, "You're not quitting." And then he stuck with it, and by the end of the year, he was like so tired of getting like fucked with it, like switch hit, and then he was like, the last 2 games of the year, he was fucking picking people out from free safety, like, don't fucking come across the middle, dog. Ben's gonna get you.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I saw him light somebody up, I was like, so happy for him.
Yeah.
So happy for him because like you need that. Like you don't have
Hell
to be
yeah.
that all the time, but like if you're gonna have kids, if you're gonna be around people that can't protect themselves, like you might need to do something about it.
Yeah.
And you can't be the first time being when it counts because it's not easy, dude. Like not everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't always have a killer instinct.
Or
bro.
even
Like,
how
I
to
learned
control
that,
it
bro.
too.
Yeah,
Control your
yeah.
frustration and control that
Yeah.
anger and all that.
I have like so I have a stepson and my son, they're in the same grade, and my stepson, he's like real fast. He plays a lot of basketball and stuff,
Yeah.
and he's real agile. But he's like, oh, I'm gonna be running back, and or they want to be quarterback and all that, which is like the shine positions, like that every kid wants to be.
Yeah.
And I told my son, because my son's like, I'm gonna be quarterback. And I was like, dude, they're gonna put you on the line. I know they are, dude. And you know they'll be just arguing back and forth and stuff. And I was like, dude, you need him to make the way. I was like, you could be the best running back ever, bro. And if you do not have a line, you're not doing shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, he's paving the way for you, but at the same time, you know, you got to learn how to cut and all that shit. So
I think it's humbling too. It's like, I mean, I remember I used a little smart ass in high school, but I go, yeah. But I go,
would
I
have
go,
never guessed, bro.
But I go into practice, bro, and I'm told you, like when I started the podcast, I get tuned the fuck up, bro. And but also too, it kind of like you can either, you know, be a little whiny bitch about it, you know, or you when you see something popping up, like, all right, bro, you can take your licks and keep on ticking, you know. And I was never like. I was always I was a lineman. I wasn't fast. I wasn't like that, and I was a backup lineman. But I mean, I was pretty much. I knew that. Man, get the fuck out of here. But I knew that. I mean, I can either keep doing my thing, or I could fucking quit. And I'm just wasn't gonna be the type to ever quit on something, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna get fucked up today, but there's gonna be some shine in that motherfucker sooner or later,
Yeah,
and there
for
would be,
sure.
you know. But a lot of getting fucked up by Will Euchre, bro. Like,
Oh, man, I miss
RIP,
Will, dog.
Will
toughened
was a
me up for
gangster,
sure,
toughened
dog.
me
Will
the
toughened me up
fuck
for real.
up, bro.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't worried about going up against Hayes or any of these motherfuckers because I'll go up against Will Euchre or Daniel Denson and fucking thing. Dog, they tuned my ass up.
You remember the last day when me and him had to wrestle?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that was like a changing of the guard, bro. And it was like, because like all year, because like I'm not going to challenge Will when he's the captain. Like, there's no point in me challenging him, you know, like, for real. But like, it was the last day. He hopped in the middle of the ring. Shit, shirts come out right there, bro. Like, and it was a beautiful moment between two friends that we're smiling the whole time and fucking each other up. I think it was like trying to get the sock. I don't even remember.
I think we were trying to pull like a rope or. I think
it was the sock. They put a sock on there. You had to get. I don't even remember who the fuck won. I just remember we were.
I remember it kept going.
Yeah, it was a fucking.
Everybody was like, do you remember? Because like you're all in the fucking mat room, you know, our whole team's there, and you're just like screaming and everything. It's like a UFC fight. Imagine going to a fucking UFC fight. But you remember that? You remember that? That's what it is, bro. It's because you see them going ham, and you know these motherfuckers.
You think they still let that shit fly like these days?
Probably not, bro. I don't know, maybe. Like, but I remember like fights in the locker rooms, and no one was in there bitching or crying or like. Nah. I mean, you took a lick, you give a lick back, you know, you shut the fuck up, you keep on going, you know, tooths flying out, like crazy shit happening, you know, but nobody, there was none of that bullshit, you know, like it happened and keep on.
Did y'all graduate together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you was 05?
I
went 05.
05?
Yeah.
He was just bigger than me.
I was also completely psycho, bro. Like, I loved Vine. I guess I still love Vine.
For real?
Yeah.
We did you crazy shit or what? Like,
I mean, it's just
used to party a lot, right?
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about that. I'll talk about the baby Jesus story.
Oh, okay.
You brought up, we talked about it earlier. So there was a very nice family with a very nice nativity scene out in front of their house, and I was home from, I don't know if I was home from college or from somewhere. But was out with the homies. We were drinking. We had a bottle of wild turkey, and I was like, "Hey, I bet that baby Jesus ain't nailed down to that fucking manger over there." I was like, "Why don't you run over there and grab the baby, and then throw this bottle in the manger?" So like, one of the homies ran out, grabbed the baby, put the bottle in there. We took off. I'm sorry if that was your house. I didn't mean to ruin your Christmas, but we kept. I took that baby Jesus and I painted like Gene Simmons fucking kiss paint on it. And we put like a pentagram on its forehead, and like it would get passed around from our friends and shit. And it was like right around when MySpace was starting and shit. So it went to fucking Iraq with Israel.
God damn.
Oh shit.
And
fuck that cake.
So anyway, Josh had it for a hot minute. I don't remember if I took it to Florida or not, but like it just got bad. I have no idea what happened to that thing.
Badass,
but we had that forever, dude. It was fucking crazy.
Do you still remember like where you exactly like took it from?
Hey, chill out.
No. I don't want him to tell. No.
I remember. I can't remember. We're trying to figure out the family's name earlier. Yeah, we're trying to figure out the family's name. Like I remember the family, and like I'm sorry, they were super. They were super nice.
It was my Tia's house.
It was no one related to us. They were super nice though. Like, I found out about them after the fact, and I was like, oh man. But baby Jesus though, bro.
Yeah, right.
It was worth it.
I can't help it. It's Jesus.
I think leaving the empty bottle of wild turkey was maybe
a little excessive.
maybe a bit much, but also some closure.
Yeah,
exactly.
It kind of
happened,
explains things, right?
Okay,
It kind of explains things.
And there was video of it somewhere. I don't know what happened to that though, man.
Oh, we got video too.
Yeah,
shit. That was back in the day video too.
Yeah, with that fucking actual camera with taping it. That's why I'm like, no one knows. What
I
happened.
remember,
It's not on the hard drive anyway.
like we went on a spree where we were just like there was like a candy cane or something there, and we would like take it or some shit. Like when my brother learned how to drive, like my mom would like trust him with her car, which turned out to be a mistake, you know. But we, like I don't know, just like getting there's nothing like I don't know, man. You seem like you always had some freedom, but my parents were always like kind of strict. But then, so I had a stepdad that was like a dickhead, and when I was like probably like 14 or 15, my mom left him. Yeah, he was a complete ass. But anyways, so we gained some freedom to kind of do shit, you know. Starting to, my brother take the car and all this shit, so we were just having fun, dude. There's just like I can look back on it, and I was just like. Freedom, you know what I mean?
Go steal candy canes.
Yeah, go steal candy canes, laptops, iPods, and all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Felt like I was at the outlet mall. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
wasn't much else to do in Lockhart though.
Nah, bro, it's
had to
get
make
into
our own
shit,
fun.
man.
Yeah.
Let's get into shit.
Yep.
You've always been like living out here. Like, have you ever lived in Lockhart?
So when I was born, I lived in Lockhart, like at my grandma's house till I was like 9 or 10. Then my mom and my stepdad, who adopted me, so he's like my dad now.
Yeah.
I was like 10, and then we moved out to Dale, and then I went to Florida right after high school, came back, and then I lived in Austin for like 10 years, and then went to Kentucky for like a year and a half, and then California right before COVID started, which was fucking crazy. And then I came back to Texas after my mom had like an accident. I've been back since, it's like 4 years now, maybe.
Nice.
And it's like completely blown away by how different Lockhart and everything else was.
Are you glad to be back?
Yeah. You know, I was like really bummed about it at first because I was like, fucking Lockhart again, bro. But I didn't realize this shit was like blowing up.
Are you one of those people that like, they're like, I mean, I don't know, like think like, oh, Lockhart, like shitty, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it definitely has been in the past, man.
Yeah.
But it's on the up and up, man. There's a lot of fucking rad people that live in Lockhart now. Like I fucking make fun of all of them because you can spot them a mile away.
Yeah.
They do shit like and they fucking
on purpose.
And they bitch
Award
about
on
it.
purpose.
It's more the tourists that do this. But like the first time I saw someone with that on, they were in Smitty's and they were like, we're gonna have to refuse this styrofoam container. And the lady behind the counter was like, what? And they're like, we don't eat stuff off of styrofoam. Do you have like the original containers about it? She's like, no. So it's like it's all portioned up already. And I was like, fellas, it's not that kind of place. Like you take it or get out of the way.
Fuck out of here.
You know?
right, yeah.
But like no, so the people that actually have moved here that are like opening new businesses and like hosting these awesome events and like transforming these old houses that were running down into sweet ass Airbnbs. They're fucking rad. I love every single one of them because this place was terribly boring when I left.
Fuck
man.
yeah.
And now there's all these kids and like the old people like to get mad about, you know, all kinds of shit, like kids with colored hair or whatever from the, like, you know, just to touch it lightly. But like I love all these people, man. It makes everything more interesting. There's so much more opportunities and jobs, and like for the kids growing up that are a little different, you know, they don't fit into like fucking football player rednecks and shit. They got safe spaces now, and that's important, you know, to like not have to be completely bullied by people. And shit, you know, we're in the middle of Texas, you know, it's a tiny town, and like the vibe is rad. Like if you're ever feeling like stuck on anything, just go downtown for a little bit, man.
Yeah,
people got fucking. You're gonna pick up some inspiration.
Dude, there was shit downtown.
Yeah, it was
Back in
all
the day,
lawyers'
man,
offices,
nothing,
man.
bro.
Nothing, dude.
Now
nothing
you can
but,
walk around and stop at bars, chill out.
Yeah,
I mean,
go to another bar.
I was telling friends of mine about that Easy Band that was there at the Lockhart Nights.
Yeah.
Or like that
Courthouse?
Courthouse Nights, whatever it is. It's just it's getting more exciting. You're getting more reason to want to go out there and actually have a good time with the
I
family.
want to do a show out there, dude.
I'm down.
Like, yeah, like beforehand.
Reporting live.
Yeah,
that would be
hell
pretty
yeah,
rad,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's crazy, like growing up and I mean it's kind of like a catch-22, I guess what you would call it is, you know, because it's like people actually want to move here. You know what I mean? It's like fuck, it's Lockhart, but in return, like, I mean, you don't want too many fucking people. Yeah. And that's what people bitch about that have been here forever, but it's inevitable. You know, we're like 30 miles outside of Austin, you know.
It's creeping on in.
And that's kind of what you want, you know, it's like, you know, the businesses are booming and all that shit, you know what I mean? You have an opinion about it or what?
Yeah,
I mean we're doing a show in what, 2 weeks
you
with
see
the
hat, right?
motherfucker.
No, the reason I bought this hat is because first off, Load Off Fanny's has got a fucking mean ass burger. And
shout out Banh Mi, dog.
Yeah.
I love the Banh Mi, dog.
Dog, like
jalapeno cheese.
There, what's up? Like, and I probably one of my favorite places to eat on the square. And then I saw this hat in there when they first had opened up, and I was like, hey,
I'm gonna go pee
cool.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, do your thing. I was like, that's cool. Let me go grab that, you know? Yeah. And it was before, like, I seen people wearing it. I just like, I like it. And I thought it was like a political thing. You know, like I was you know what I'm saying? No, yeah, for sure. Don't do that. And then I had some people tell me, they're like, well, are you new here? And I'm like, nah, motherfucker. Like, I like the hat. That was pretty dope, you know?
Yeah.
And then I kind of saw who else was wearing the hats. I was like, those motherfuckers are new here. You know, like, y'all ain't from here. Why you got that shit on? And then I kind of realized, like, oh, okay, I see what y'all are doing. You're trying to, you know, fit in, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? And they are bringing more shit to the community. And, I mean, the positive businesses, it's not like, you know, it's something crazy. But also, too, who we can have to make fun of? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have somebody to make fun of here, bro.
If you got a cowboy hat and no cows, boy, I'm making fun of you.
Exactly. See, here's the thing, bro. Because I had a big thing about that, right? Because I mean, I always like when I started getting grown already. You know how everybody switched up styles and stuff like that. You dress a certain way whenever you're younger. You get older, and finally, you know, I wear Wranglers, I wear boots and all that. But whenever I dressed like that. My wife was like, "Why don't you get your cowboy hat?" And I was like, "No, not yet." You know, like I'm not at that point yet.
Yeah.
And then finally, you know, we get a couple Longhorns, and then we get a couple albums. And then she's like, "Why don't you get one?" I'm like, "Nah, I just don't feel like yet." Then you know, you get the land, and then you're like, I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm getting a fucking cowboy hat." You know, now you know, like I got like a reason for it now. You know, like I feel like I earned it.
Yeah.
But also too, if you don't earn it, if you like in a suit and you work in Austin downtown, you just wear a cowboy hat because you think it's cool, or you got like 12 different colors to match your outfits. Fuck you, dude. You know, like come on, man. I want my shit to be sweated out, like worked in, like that type of thing. And that's how I kind of realized like I earned my cowboy hat.
I've never worn a cowboy hat.
That's good. You don't earn one.
I was kind of tripping. Well, I'm not gonna argue with you there. You know what I mean? And that's probably why. Like, if I was in your position, I probably would. But I was kind of flipping out because Austin was like, when he was getting married, and he was like, "Yeah, like I want you to be a groomsman and shit." And I was like, "Cool, man." Like, and then eventually I was like, "What are we wearing and stuff?" He's like, "Oh, you know, like boots and a cowboy hat." And I was like, I just like started sweating. I was like, I've never worn a cowboy hat before. I was like, is there like any way I can like wear something else?
Yeah.
You know? But
did you wear a cowboy hat?
No.
Was it a tiara?
No. They didn't. They got married, but it was kind of like
different.
Yeah. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But
like me.
Yeah. So I'm cool with it. You know.
Yeah,
I was like, bet. Yeah. But my girl was all like, "Yeah, you never know. You might look good." And I was all like, "I'm not trying to find out." You know what I mean?
Do you
worn
have boots?
No, not like your thing. I mean, I got like work boots. Well, no, I seen the boots you wear. You know, they're like cowboy boots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have none of those.
What about you? Got cowboy hat?
Nah, I'm super autistic. I don't like fucking the way shit feels on me. Bugs the hell out of me. A cowboy hat, uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking cowboy shoes all slick on the bottom, uncomfortable as fuck. I can't do it, man.
Yeah,
I gotta
do
wear
rubber
like
bottoms.
loose pants, a loose shirt, and some chucks. I can't fucking. That
There
shit
you go.
fucks with me, man. Like, it looks rad though. Like if I need to dress up for an occasion, yeah, like ask everybody. I look fucking fantastic. But
Yeah.
I don't want to be doing that shit on the rest because I'll be so uncomfortable by the end of the night. I'm like, fuck all of this, man. Like, it's all just get off me, man. I can't stand it. But no, it looks slick as fuck, man. But I can't rock with it every day.
I think you could pull off a cowboy hat, bro. You got the head for it.
This fool, yeah, hide that fucking thing.
Let's watch another video.
Change that fucking subject.
Sushi bake.
Tokyo drift ass.
Oh yeah, I sent this one to him right here. So first off, I didn't know what a sushi bake was. So I wanted to ask what a sushi bake was, but also too, I was really impressed at his I guess plating.
It's a monkey joint, yeah. So he's making a little hand roll. I think it's called a monkey.
He's rolling that shit like a blunt.
He's just trying to make mama mad, man.
What the?
But yeah, sushi bake is, I don't know if it started in Hawaii or what, but it's just like basically all the stuff you put in a sushi roll. You can have, you can make like regular poke and then rice and then vegetables and whatnot, and then just bake it, and then everyone just kind of scoops out.
What's poke?
Poke is just like chopped up raw fish and then some kind of dressing. There's like a specific kind of nut that they used to use in Hawaii, and then like just onion, I think, back in the day. But now it can be like whatever. It got super popular. It's like spicy mayonnaise is what you usually see, and it's just like raw fish, spicy mayonnaise on a bed of rice with like edamame, some kind of little salad action, maybe a little pickled daikon. Green onions. And
what is your feeling about Hawaiian bros?
They're pretty terrible. I was super disappointed, man, because I'm a huge, I love Hawaiian food, and I got into it from this really sweet couple that had a trailer in San Marcos called Big Kahuna. It was a big yellow,
Big Kahuna burger.
Yeah, Big Kahuna. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they had a Big Kahuna burger, and it was like the patty and then a pulled pork and then like some other stuff. But they're really sweet. Their name is Mark and Lori. I don't know what they're up to now. But that was the first time I ever had Hawaiian food, and I was just blown away. So I fell in love with it then. So from then on, every time I see it somewhere, I'll be like, fuck yes, let's stop in there. And by the time Hawaiian Brothers got here, I was already pretty well versed in like what this is supposed to taste like. Yeah. And so I was like super excited. I was so excited that I went there with my girlfriend, and it was like not even open yet. Like they was fucking not open for like months. I was like, I just saw the sign. I was like, damn. So when they opened, I went back and got everything. And it was just like super duper salty. And it was like, I don't think they even have Kahlua pig. The musubi was okay. Like, if I was like, oh yeah, here, this is worth $2.50, $3, whatever it was. But like all the dishes were just like mad salt. The fucking the Hawaiian mac salad was like not good. The rice was like bunk rice. So it's just like a chain. But like if you ever L&L barbecue, I think they have one in New Braunfels. L&L's fire.
L&L barbecue.
L&L barbecue. Yeah, they're super good. Like it's not like the best fucking amazing shit, but it's fucking good, dog. Like I had it over in Hawaii, or not Hawaii, in California. And it was fantastic. I found a really dope spot. I don't know if it's still open in Euless, Texas, of all places. Middle of fucking nowhere. Apparently, there's like a tofu factory and a mung bean factory out there. So there's a lot of Polynesian folks out there. But it's called Anna's Hawaiian Grill. And I guess they had Tongan food sometimes because we walked in and she's like, no Tongan food today. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But they had everything else. And so like we ordered our stuff and sat down, and then this big Hawaiian dude, like fat Hawaiian dude, Hawaiian shirt, like slick back, gray hair. He walks up, everyone's like, oh, hey, Sam, what's up? And he's like, how's it? You know, he goes and he gets his fucking, he got 2 pineapple Fantas and sat down, and he was talking to me and my girlfriend at the time.
He was a customer?
Yeah, but everybody knew the guy.
Oh,
and
okay,
so he was just like pounding these Fantas, and they called his order, and he came back with 6 more Fantas and ate this big old plate of food. But every time he was telling us the history about Euless and Anna's and what, and like the drama why there's no Tongan food today. And so, but everyone that came by knew, like, hey, what's up, Big Sam? What's up, Big Sam? So that was really rad. And everything there was super delicious, man. So you never know where it's gonna pop up. It's not that popular yet. I'm not even Hawaiian. I'm just Mexican. But like, you don't. It's so sparse that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna share it with everybody because you gotta try this shit. Like, if you ever had my Hawaiian mac salad, or if you ever had my smoked spam musubi, you know what's up. Like, you are never gonna come across these things on your own. I'm gonna just tell you that right now.
You cook a lot of spam?
Yeah, not a lot, but like it's part of the Hawaiian thing. And like, since I do the barbecue so much, I do a little magic to the spam and then smoke it on the pit. And it's like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like spam. Like, obviously, I'm doing this shit different than your fucking mom did when you were 8. Like, get over your fucking self, dog. Try this thing. It's super good, man. I love it.
My daughter, she's a big musubi. Like, she went to Hawaii a couple times over the last couple years, and she's picky as fuck at everything she eats, dude. Yeah. And she came back. She's like, I want to make musubi. And then I got some from you a while back, and she went ham on those. And she was like, yeah, she ate them all.
Hell yeah.
And then she I forgot what fight it was. It was like 2 UFCs ago. She was like, hey, I want to went Can I buy everything? And she went and bought everything.
Hell
she
yeah,
made them at the house, man.
Badass,
and the whole family over, because my in-laws, they worked in Hawaii for a while. That's why she was able to go frequent.
Cool, yeah.
And my father-in-law loves it, you know.
Yeah.
So she made it all for them, and now it's just like a kind of thing. They're like, hey, now fights, this is what you make, you know. So that was pretty dope. And she did say, she was like, his taste is different than mine. And I was like, I think he smokes them. She's like, well, I didn't figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we got pits for days.
Yeah,
you know?
you can. I'll show you. I'll tell you what's up after the podcast.
What is it? Musubi?
Musubi, yeah. It's just like
what does it consist of?
It's like a big spam sushi, basically. So it's like a big bed of rice. The spam, you can cook it however. Usually just cook it in a pan, and then you add like your own little sauce to it. It's got like soy sauce, sugar, vinegar. You know, everybody's got their own little flavor to it. And then it goes on top of the rice, and you wrap it in the sushi. So it's just like a run and go snack. You wrap it up in a flat wrap. Yeah, it's
dude,
fire.
I love
it's
spam,
so
dude. I've been with my girl for like, we're gonna go ahead and call it 10 years. Dude, she has never had a spam sandwich.
Oh no!
Yeah,
spam sandwich.
Yeah, I was like, we're done. We're done.
Yeah, even just like redneck style fried spam with eggs.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, I was like, so you didn't really struggle, right?
Yeah, as long as you put a little color on it, it's Gucci, man. Like people, I would not eat it raw out of the can.
Yeah,
like, some people do that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, you know the little Vienna sausages? You know you're supposed to do the same. You're supposed to cook those too.
Oh, really?
Hawaiian people cook them. They sear them up, and it's so much better. Like I would never eat that shit raw. It's terrible. But like when you
HEB tonight,
boy. My grandpa do it the same thing you do to musubi with like a soy sauce.
My grandpa used to get take the wrapper off and pour a little bit of juice out and put it on the fucking fire, bro, and boil them motherfuckers, yeah. And then take them off and then just kind of grill them and then eat them like that.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
He'd do like 2 or 3 cans at a time. Yeah. And he's every time I come over, I'd eat the fuck out of those fucking things. My grandma was like, "You ate them all." He's mad because you ate all this fucking.
Dude, we can talk about food for like fucking like probably like 6 hours, dude.
Bro.
I love food, bro.
Nice.
You know, like
dude,
like
that's
just
like
like
everybody got to eat.
All
man.
the different
Everybody
it's almost like there's just so many different ways that you can just like personalize some shit or like add your favorite shit, you know. And that's what the good thing about food is.
That's the one thing I love about Hawaii, because there's so many different cultures that have been to Hawaii, and it's like not everyone has a ton of money, so you get like this mixed mash of all these different ingredients from all these places. Yeah. And it's like no holds barred. Like I love Japanese food, but it's not like bold, flavorful. You know, it's very subtle, very refined and stuff. And Hawaiian food just like salt, soy sauce, sugar. It's like big flavors, but the same ingredients and stuff. You know, and I love it. Like it's perfect for that Kentucky shit I was talking about with the barrel aged soy sauce. It's different and it's fine in Hawaii. Like a traditional Japanese dude might be like, this is completely overpowering. Like I don't like this at all. But Japanese dude, our Hawaiian people will be like, this is fucking amazing. You know, our regular people like, this is fucking amazing. You know,
I feel like there's a thing too, like of meals that were made for poor people back in the day, like menudo or like
lengua. Lengua's so expensive.
It's so fucking good though, dude. My
Never
god,
tried
it's
it.
my fucking.
Dude, you have to. Bro.
Dude, my mother-in-law will make it because she has one son. And if he wants it, she fucking will make it. And I'm like,
what if you want it?
I was like, Jake, no, she's hey, to be real, shout out Maria, because she's made it for me too. But I'm always like, Jake, hey, tell her we're just get some lengua, bro. Tell her what's up with some lengua, bro, because that is fire, bro. And now when you look at it, you like pull it out, you're like, oh fuck, you know. It's kind of like tripe too, though. Like when you eat menudo.
Fuck, dude, I fucking cook some. I cook the shit out of
Yeah. So like even tripe too, whenever like you're first making it, that first stage where you're boiling, I'm just like, oh.
I love that shit. That smell.
The first smell.
The dookie stage.
No,
I love that shit, dude.
You got I got some questions for your wife,
bro. I smell it. And I'm just like, oh.
I didn't eat menudo for so long because of that. Because my grandpa would make it, and I'd be like running out of the house, like, you're not eating this dookie fucking stew.
Kids
bro.
hate it, dude.
Yeah, it's so
They're
nice.
like, ew, like, and I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out.
I don't put pig's feet in it. My dad's all about the pig's feet.
I don't like pig's feet.
Pig's feet goes hard. Like it's not about eating the actual pig feet. It's getting the collagen off of that. So like when your menudo is fucking cold, it should be like Jello, and you gotta get that from the feet. So when you're making chicken broth, chicken feet is the best way to do it too. Like you get so much more collagen off of that. Like chicken feet, the little fucking floppy shit and the floppy shit, fantastic for making stock. Yeah.
So we went on a beach trip one time, and we stopped by some restaurant over there by the beach, and I ordered some menudo, and for some reason they put pig's feet in it. And I was like, well, I guess it's my time to try pig's feet, because all my uncles would put pig's feet in all their shit.
I love them. Yeah.
And I didn't like it, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Maybe they didn't make it right, but since you said that, I know
what to look out for. It was like a texture of it. Like I was eating it too, and I was like, man.
My thing is, it's just really good for your body. Like you need that collagen and shit. Like why do you think these ladies spend thousands of dollars on fucking collagen and shit? And I'm like a fucking hooligan. I got like fantastic skin. I eat tons of gelatin and collagen.
On pig's feet.
Good for you. Like that's what your cells are literally made of. You don't have to shoot it in your face with a fucking syringe. Psycho. Eat some fucking soup, dog. It's super duper easy.
I went for my collagen injection today.
I didn't put that together.
Dude, it comes full circle to the Chinese people, dog. They stay young forever and they eat all that collagen, man. It's in a ton of stuff, man. The Asian people, like, they fucking got the food figured out. That's why I love that shit. They don't waste nothing.
I got a question for you, man, but actually it's a two-parter.
Word.
So, if like, what do you make for yourself? Like, let's say you go home tonight and you're hungry. Like, what are you making for yourself? And then the second part is, let's say you have like someone that you have that's coming to eat dinner with you, like in very high regard, and you want to make them the utmost best dinner that you could make them. What are you making them?
So for the first question, usually when I make anything like for an order or something, I make a little extra and I just vac seal it and throw it in the freezer. So like I had a friend come over the other day and like I just put out some smoked Hawaiian kalua pig pulled pork that I'd already made. I made her some mac salad, Hawaiian mac salad, and then rice in a rice cooker, and it looks like, oh, you fucking did all this, and it took like 8 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And so I just think ahead like that.
Break up with my girl tonight.
But also like I live out in the country, and I make my own bacon, and like we don't have a garden this year, but
you make your own bacon?
Yeah, it's fire too, bro.
So what does that mean? Like
I get pork bellies, and then I like season them and cure them for a couple weeks, and then I smoke it till it's bacon, and then I slice it up and sell it to people. Yeah. And so so like all our neighbors and stuff have like chickens and vegetables and stuff, so I just get like veggies from the neighbors, eggs, fucking some bacon and rice. You know, I just eat like pretty just chill, healthy shit. Like there's so much weird shit in food nowadays that like, I'll get down on some fucking White Castle freezer shit from the Dollar General, you know, if I'm feeling it. But for the most part, it's just shit like that, you know, like very basic stuff.
How often do you go to McDonald's?
That's funny you mentioned that. Me and my dad went like I think 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, because we were going up to Austin to pick up some work from HEB, and we were both hungry. It's like, fuck it, let's stop at Pilot Knob. And it was fucking delicious, man. Like, all those Mexican ladies in there were having a fucking blast, dude. Like, everyone was super rad. I hadn't been to McDonald's in like maybe 8 or 9 years before.
No
then. Like,
shit.
I just don't go because I'm like, I live in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm in a traveling somewhere, I'm probably not gonna get it because there's something else better to eat. But like, I love chicken McNuggets. But I just got a burger and it was like hella greasy. Like, they were like, I know we're supposed to clean the grill, but we don't fucking clean it as much as fucking McDonald's, because that's how all Mexican ladies are. Like, they're gonna make that shit nice. Yeah. And I was like, me and my dad were like, this is fucking extra good. Right? Yeah. So it was a good time.
Greasier
man.
And shit.
Yeah. And so like people that are high regard, like they're coming to me because they want barbecue all the time. So I'm gonna do something barbecue. I might put a little spin on it, like a different little Asian glaze or sauce. And I always make rice because I like making rice. And most people don't even know how to make rice, which should drive you crazy once you actually learn how to make rice. So yeah, it'll just be like barbecue with some sides. So my brother, when he proposed to his now wife, he was like, "Hey man, can you make us like a fucking dinner out in the middle of the property with like he's like, I'm gonna get decorations and shit. I just want to surprise homegirl and ask her to marry me." I was like, hell yeah. And I think the menu for that was like I did like a risotto. I think like a mushroom risotto. I think like marinated grilled chicken breasts.
How'd you come up with the menu?
Just off the dome.
Okay.
I wanted it. So this one was like, I wanted to make sure that they could like do nasty stuff afterwards and not have like a lot of garlic and onion and shit on their breath and shit. You know what I mean? So I was thinking of like real mild, nice flavor, something nice, except that we're not too heavy. Like, I want them to be able to like, you know, you're about to tear that shit out. I don't want to fucking impede my boy.
Yeah, man, throw it off fajitas on the pit, you know?
Like I said, I was offensive lineman, man. I don't care the way, son. Get behind me. That's Willie Hill. Get right behind that fucking. Yeah, I'll take you to the house, baby. So it was like that, and then I think I did for dessert. I think I did like a buttermilk pie, a little tartlet in mason jar lids with like some blueberry fucking glaze on top. Damn, it was banging. It was banging. I told him I was gonna charge him like a ton of money, and he was like, okay. And I was like, dude, fuck you, you're not paying for this, you goofball. But yeah, so just, you know.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 brothers. I guess stepbrothers technically, but they're brothers.
Where do you fall in line? Like,
I'm the youngest. I'm the baby, but I'm bigger than both of them, which is hilarious.
So you're the little big brother.
Yeah. No, they're great though.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to like hold an event for the fuck of it and have this guy cook for me.
Do it. Show me the money, baby.
Show me the money, baby.
Yo,
that's the thing. People are like, how do you advertise? Like, I fucking don't. I just kick it with people, and they're like,
yeah.
Can you come to my house? I'm like, yeah, you got the money. I'll be there.
You know,
that's the best
cool.
way to kind of be known too.
Yeah, I was like, Pablo Escobar didn't take out ads.
Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah, he took out people. Dude, it's cool. Like, you know, like that, like nowadays and stuff. It's cool to see guys like you and also Delfino like making a living off of doing something that he honestly truly loves.
Yeah, I love seeing him kick it.
We go back to like high school days, like I don't know, maybe you know him better than I do, but I would have never thought that he would be like being like a cook.
So no
you know
one.
What I mean?
Oh, go ahead. You want to say something?
No. That's one thing I was going to say about. Do you think that there is something that's in connection with people that really love to cook, and then people that maybe were a little
wild? Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. It's like looking at it from the outside, you'd be like, wow, I can't believe he makes cheesesteaks now. But after being in the restaurant business for so long and meeting all the people and being like, oh, that makes total fucking sense, bro.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, it kind of saves your life because everything is so chaos everywhere. But when you get in like a real kitchen, like everything's got to be in order and shit.
Yeah.
And then when it's just you, like there's no one to check your shit. Like when I do catering and stuff, I fucking hate it, bro, because I have to like make sure everything is there, and it's just me. Like no one's there to be like, "Oh, did you get the blah blah blah?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck yeah, you're right." So
and then even then, it's like, do I trust so and so that he did get the blah blah blah? You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Well, I'm saying it's just me though.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So it's like, oh god, you want to make double, triple sure you didn't fuck up because there's no one to blame.
I feel like too, like. So I don't understand cooking, right? But I feel like there's a parallel between that and like a sales job. Is that usually whenever you get into this game, there's no training. You know, that like they throw you into the fire and you got to either figure that shit out. And the way I say it, it's always different. It's always chaos. There's always problems. Yeah. I feel like that's probably a little bit more driven in the cooking game because first off, you have, you know, angry people. You have, you know, clientele. I feel like people get more aggressive, you know, when it comes to to their food.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I just think it's a big deal to people. You know.
Yeah, especially nowadays, everyone thinks they fucking know everything because they have an internet, bro.
So I feel like that's how good cooks learn, and maybe that's how you learn. Is you get thrown into like, hey, here you go, you know, show me what you can fucking do.
Yeah.
You can swim.
But I feel like you're probably like small scale. Like, is that a right turn or just
I don't do like I'm not gonna do 1,000 fucking people by myself.
Yeah.
No. I think I did 150 people by myself a few months ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's probably the max I can hit just on my own.
Yeah.
And even that, because that was like a buffet type of thing too. Like if it was like serving everything out individually, you got to get some help in for that.
Yeah.
That's badass.
But I'd rather do small. I'd rather keep it intimate, you know, because like when it's a big crowd, it can't be that complicated. There's not really a connection to it. You can't explain to every fucking person like what's going on here on the plate, and like that's really the only thing that makes it worth it, dude. Because like you don't make a ton of money cooking, bro. Like everyone's trying to get the most for the least, basically. And if you want to turn a profit, you have to do huge things and be fucking grinding all the time. And that burned me out. That's why I just do fucking, you know, a little bit here and there.
I think it's one of the kind of for the love type of things too. You have like. If you're gonna do that type of business because you love to do it, it's not gonna be like, hey, I want to get rich.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think it's one of those things like I'm gonna start this food truck and just be a millionaire. You know, like I just don't think it's be like that. Because you fucking love
What do you think about guys like what's his name? The famous dude. He's like, yo, idiot sandwich. What's his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first introduction to Gordon Ramsay was like the American shows and shit. You see, like, God, this guy's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about hospitality or cooking there, and like. I fucking get it, bro. Like, if you watch the European version of the show, the people are super grateful that he's there a lot of times. Like, they're really nice. They're like, oh, I didn't know you couldn't put raw meat in the fucking closet for 3 days. Like, they're just dumb. And he's like, oh, bless your heart. You know, we're going to turn this shit around. And they do what he says, and shit works out nice. And it's very relaxing. And, haha, you know, we did a Cheerio and shit. And in America, he's like, this is fucking raw. And they're like, it's fine. You know, and, like, they don't want to listen or do anything and shit. I'm like, yo, yeah, I would definitely be that fucking man, too. Like, I get it. Like, like dude, it's so frustrating seeing those people, man.
Hey, I make eggs a certain way because of Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
like
the little gay French way where it's all squishy.
No. Not with a squishy. It's like he just strains them a lot. So you put them through a strainer a couple times.
Yeah. Did you see that?
And then low heat, and then they're like real, I guess, squishy.
Yeah.
So my girls love them motherfuckers.
So there was just a video of him and his son, and he's like, I don't like the way you do that. She's like, I want a firm, you know, and that's how I like it. I like a little firm do it. That's how I had it when I was a kid. But also like Asian cuisine, like Vietnam and Thai food, like they fry the shit out of it really fast in a wok. So it's like a sunny side up, but the edges are crispy.
Yeah.
It's fucking so much better than fucking a Frenchman just whisking shit.
How do you
around.
prefer your eggs?
Me?
Yeah.
Over easy. For me, I'm talking about when I make scrambled I made them the way because that's how the
Kids
girls
like
like
scrambled eggs.
them. Yeah, because they like them fluffy, and I feel like if you do real high heat, they become like little like nuggets.
Yeah.
You know, and my girls
fast.
like how it's like a big old.
Yeah,
I remember when my mom like first introduced.
I don't need eggs like that though.
sunny side up eggs to me.
Yeah.
And I was all like, that's like I'll eat scrambled eggs, you know, but like, dude.
No, dude, there's no way I would ever choose scrambled eggs.
No. Like if someone's cooking or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but if I'm cooking and I'm making for me, dude, I'll make me a fucking toast my bread, fucking 2 sunny side up eggs, put some avocado, some ham in that motherfucker, some cheese.
Delicious.
Dude.
So I might be saying this wrong.
And then nothing amounts to the moment that you just bite into that motherfucker.
And that shit just all run down.
All the time something squirts on me, you know
So
what I'm
what's
saying?
the difference?
Jesus Christ.
Sunny side up, sunny
I cannot
side
say
up.
the same.
So sunny side up means like you still see the yolks. What is it when you fry on one side and then you flip it?
So when you flip it over, you can cook it a little bit more, and that's over medium.
That's how I eat them.
Or you can do it all the way to where it's hard, and it can be like over hard. You know?
Okay, I do over medium. That's how I eat them.
Yeah.
I don't do sunny side.
That's basically the best way to have
Okay,
it.
so you don't like the juice squirting out?
Huh?
You don't like the
it
juice
does
I
squirt
do
out,
like
yeah.
the juice with it.
Yeah,
But
it's a little
when I
slower.
flip it, it's that you don't see the yellow yolk. It's white on both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but it's still in there.
Got you.
I didn't really like runny eggs until like we had chickens. Jesus, man. That's how you're gonna mix the fucking the scrambled eggs, bro.
Dude.
Here, make the fluffiest Gordon Ramsay eggs you ever seen.
You get a
Double
text.
time.
I'd be like, hey, I need to pick up my podcast shit. Nah, but yeah, man. Fucking, my kids are like barely starting to get into like. So I show them how to cook, you know, in case we're not there, they can prepare a meal or whatever. But because dude, my grandma like a lot of the things that I do, like just flipping a fucking tortilla on the fucking what we call it, comal. I don't know,
Yeah,
you know. And it's like, you know, and just grab, like, where's a fork? Fuck a fork, dude.
Yeah,
you know.
that
I was like, dude, if I grab a fork, my grandma would be ashamed of me right now.
You can use
know
a
what
fork
I'm
until you're quinceañera. Then you have to flip it with your fucking hands.
Yeah, and if you don't, you're not getting a quinceañera. Yeah.
My daughter likes to bake. She makes tortillas and
Hell
she'll
yeah.
do like a lot of cookies and stuff like that. But mostly if it's tortillas, she did bread a couple times, but she just likes to cook. She likes doing
Awesome.
that kind of thing. She's really artistic though. She ain't as much like me. I got family that's like that. Like my dad did play the drums. My sister, she paints. My brother, he paints murals in San Antonio right now, like crazy.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
But she's that type. I try to put her into sports, and I mean, she's been doing jiu-jitsu for about 2 years, year and a half, something like that.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
She's doing her first competition
Hell yeah.
this summer in about 2-3
You know
weeks.
those jiu-jitsu guys here in town?
I went over there one time and I threw up.
Oh shit, for real?
And I went in and I was like, all right, my fucking shoulder hurts a little bit, so take it easy. And I'd gotten way worse afterwards, and it turned out to be a neck injury, so I hadn't gone back. But yeah, I went to check them out. Super rad dudes. I can't remember the instructor's name, but he was like very knowledgeable, super good teacher, great with the kids. Man, I had a good time over there. I'm 36. I don't have health insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mike. He's always getting me. Like,
Mike, there you go.
Yeah, he always tells me, he's like, hey, bro, you ready to roll? I'm just like, bro, to be real, I know you're going to fuck me up. And I know it's good for me, but I just don't want I don't want some sweaty motherfucker all over my shit.
No, it's all Gucci, man. So the thing with like a dude like Mike is like he's not trying to hurt you.
No.
He'll baby you through everything.
Yeah,
You'll be safe.
yeah.
If you get hurt, it's your fault.
Yeah, I
always-
think that's true. He's not like a bully or anything
Yeah,
like
and
that.
most guys aren't unless
I
you're a
just don't
dick.
want to do it.
Yeah.
It's fun, dude. Once you start, you're not gonna want to stop,
Yeah,
man. If
yeah.
I didn't get hurt so much, I'd probably still be doing it. But.
Would you ever consider like going training?
Nah, they've asked me a couple times.
We
Like,
should go and then report back. It'll give me an excuse to go back. I just have to tape the fuck out of my knee like
It'd be
Sakuraba
good.
style.
It'd be a good thing to go and then like come talk about it afterwards.
Yeah,
You know?
because
let's go do that.
I could probably get him on here too.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Because there's always like I've known like a number of
Stephen
people.
Brown fucked me up.
A number of people.
Yeah. They've been doing it for a minute too.
They go over there, and then everyone has their first rolling experience, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, like I was defeated and nothing, and then they like have their first stripe or whatever, and they're like, here I am. I want to experience that, dude.
Yeah.
That would feel
It's fun.
pretty
So I
badass.
think the biggest benefit of jiu-jitsu is learning how to learn things, and it's like football. It's so complicated. You look at it and you're like it's a bunch of meatheads, and then once you dive into it, you're like, holy shit! Like there's so much going on right now. You know?
It's complicated as fuck.
Yeah. So you learn how to learn in layers, and then you learn how to like link concepts and stuff. Like after learning jiu-jitsu, it was super easy to learn how to cook. To be honest with you, because you could just piece all the things together, and that's where I got that Tim Ferriss book from originally, because I was listening to Joe Rogan talking about some jiu-jitsu shit, and like I think Ferriss had done jiu-jitsu, and he was like, yeah, the link is like learning how to learn is the key skill.
I feel like I watched some type of reel or something, or some guy talking about it, and he said that what jiu-jitsu helped him is figuring out the steps and what to do in situations.
Yeah.
He's like, so it just helps me, like, in order to figure out a situation, I can link it up easier. And like he would take it in steps, like if he had to, get to a certain position, he had to take these steps to do it. Yeah. So he sets up his life now is into taking steps to achieve it. So that's how he thinks of a problem. I feel like that's how I think of problems, but I feel like it might be one of those things I get addicted to too. That I'm like,
it's like a video game with your body. Yeah, it's because it sucks for so long as you can't do shit, and then one day you fuck up another white belt, and you're like, oh yes. Did anybody see that?
And I get real driven on the things, like when I get hooked on something, I just want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it.
Like guys.
And it's a lot more interesting nowadays too, because like when I first started, it was like. It was complicated still, but it was very like everyone had kind of the same type of deal. There was very few outliers, and I would do like some shit I seen in like Japanese wrestling for a long time, and they're like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And they're like freaking out, like, "What'd you do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm like the new guy. I'm just like trying some shit I saw on YouTube." And like, you really shouldn't watch those videos, blah 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 blah. But now the entirety of everyone's jiu-jitsu game revolves around that fucking catch wrestling style, no-gi and leg locks and shit.
Hey, you're doing the Kurt Angle ankle lock.
Yeah. That was fucking cool.
I seen Mike's son do some crazy things, bro.
It's effortless for these
go
kids.
boat, jump, catch a guy, just twist him down, and he taps in 2 seconds. I'm like, how the fuck? He's gonna get me like that.
If you stick with it, you'll get there, man, bro.
Dude, I'm a big. He's actually my favorite fighter of all time, Nick Diaz.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he announced his return.
Yeah, he's
Abu Dhabi. That's crazy.
Abu Dhabi,
He's fighting
Vicente Luque.
I don't know about that one.
I don't even know who that is,
I
man.
don't know, bro.
Fucking jiu-jitsu specialist, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so last fight that Nick Diaz had against was Robbie Lawler when he came out of retirement. He looked like shit, dude.
Yeah.
So like with the Diaz brothers, like you never know, man, because they're just like kind of like they're just I don't know, man. I hate to say it, but sometimes it looks like they're there to like collect a paycheck. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
And
I
it's
think you
like,
get to a certain point too.
Yeah.
You know, like
And
why else would we be coming out?
I'm not even gonna hate on it because like they've put in their time in, you know, in the sport, you know, and it's like if you can do this, well then fuck it, you know, go ahead.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes I'm just like, dude, like, give some sort of like respect to the sport. Does that make sense? You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
I see where you're coming from, but also like,
fuck it, why
man.
not?
Like, it's
right?
they come from a wild era. You have to remember that. Like, it was not about
dude. I remember him
marketability when they started.
It was pride fighting. First time in the on U.S. soil. It was in Las Vegas, and they had it was I think it was Takanori Gomi versus Nick Diaz, and he did a Gogo Plata.
Yeah. I think that was over in Japan. Was it in America?
It was America's in Las Vegas,
cool. But it was still the old Pride.
U.S. Pride. Yeah. And so he submitted him. Nick Diaz, they ruled it a no contest eventually because they said that he was fucking high.
The bong resting in his veins, baby. Yeah.
He was stoned?
Yeah. So
that's
the thing I forgot to tell you. Like, if you do like rolling when you're high is fucking fun as fuck, bro.
I hear it's a common thing.
It's
a common thing between people
yeah.
who do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it was. I didn't believe it at first, but like, you know, I hung around the 10 Planet guys, got a little Eddie Bravo.
I do everything when I'm high.
It was fun. Yeah.
That's like Eddie Bravo.
Yeah. I mean, that was what got me like ahead of the game. To be honest with you, was like seeing him way back in the day. The first time I saw Eddie Bravo videos was like 2008. I want to say it's like submissions101.com. I don't know if they're still around, but yeah, I was like, this is totally different than everything I've ever seen before.
Created his own shit.
Yeah. And so there was a guy that I used to go here in Lockhart. His name was Brian Williamson. He had a spot downtown. And he was really into the 10th Planet stuff, but he was like a karate teacher. But like I showed up when he was doing jiu-jitsu with like just one guy. It was like us three for a hot minute, and then we had like a few kids for a while. I ended up moving away, but Brian stuck with it, and he got his black belt with 10th Planet like earlier this year or last year, I want to say. And so I think he's at 10th Planet Oak Hill, if I want to say right now. And it got so huge, bro. Like when I started, there was 4 10th Planet schools, and now I don't even know how many there are. I want to San Marcos, like headquarters in Austin, like. Oak Hill's a new one. They got one in San Marcos now. All over the country, it's wild how big it grew.
Yeah. I think they said jiu-jitsu gyms was like one of the biggest businesses pop-ups in like the last 5-6 years.
That's crazy, man. I never thought it would be like that.
Yeah. Which is good, man. Yeah. What's wrong with being able to? The reason I put my daughter in it is one, I felt like she needed something to help her build confidence.
For sure.
And then two, I wanted her to be able to at least somewhat protect herself in some type of situation, and not panic. I guess. That's a better thing, not to panic if something crazy happens.
At least.
And then two, like she just didn't she wasn't wanting to like softball or volleyball. She's a little more of an outlier, you know. She kind of tell she's kind of one of them girls that just how do I fit in type of thing, you know. And then when she did that, you could just see herself start blossoming and being able to talk a little bit more.
She didn't want to be a sissy like her dad, dude.
Yeah, exactly,
playing baseball and shit, dude.
Exactly, bro.
She's all. I see where your baseball career went.
Daddy, why are your pants so tight? Why you got knee socks on?
Yeah. Is that a camel toe?
No.
Fuck.
Oh, no. Looks like you're rounding second there. Sorry, man.
See if we got any more videos here, man.
What else you got?
You ever had a guy tell you that he wanted to be your over easy egg?
No, is that what David said?
That's what John
I'll be
David.
your over easy egg, James.
John David said.
A couple times. People say crazy things when you make them delicious food.
Oh, dude. So, let me ask you this: have you ever had like any chicks like just like come at you like for like some food, but like be like, hey, you know, like trying to like.
Oh, I guarantee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
They like to ask me to teach them how to cook something, but they don't really pay attention while I'm treating all this shit. And I'm all like autistic and like a golden retriever. I'm like, oh yeah, Bob, I can do this. I'm all technical shit, and they're just like staring at me the whole time. I'm, like, completely over my head. But.
They're all naked.
Yeah.
You didn't want a crispy egg?
She was over super easy, bro. But no, yeah, cooking is I probably wouldn't have any girls talk to me if I didn't know how to cook. Like, there was no girls in the machine shop, I tell you that much. It was just
Fuck it, man. Like the older we get, man, like it's like, dude, like I mean, a lot of shit that like mattered when we were younger doesn't even fucking matter no more. You know what I mean? Like, like as far as like I try to tell my boys, like, because you know, like so, like my son, he's not very athletic, but like he loves to participate. You know what I'm saying? And he has heart, so I'm just like, well, you know, go after it, man.
Yeah.
You know. But then my other two stepsons, like they're pretty athletic and shit. And you know, so they tend to hang out with a certain crowd. My son hangs out with a certain crowd and shit. And I'm like, try to tell them, but they're in junior high. There's no getting through, and I'm like, this shit doesn't matter. Like when you grow older, like who you hung out with and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, and let's be honest, I'm like, dude, I don't remember any like notable NBA stars that came out of Lockhart or like you know, but I'm not trying to discourage them at the same time, you know, like chase after your dreams. I'm 35 years old. I'm still chasing after my dream, doing this shit. You know what I mean? So chase after your dreams, man.
I think. I mean, I tell the same thing with my daughter. I mean, I told you she kind of had the boyfriend thing, and I try to tell her like, hey, you know, I remember how it was to think that you know you like somebody or how it felt and all that, and I was like, you just need to realize like none of this shit's gonna matter. For 3 years, 4 years, and then another 4 years after that, none of that's gonna matter. So like these people were like, they're cool, you can be friends. I was like, but all you got your family here, you know, like that's what you gotta kind of stay screwed on, because I mean none of that other shit's gonna matter.
You remember your first girlfriend though?
Yeah, probably.
How ugly was she?
No, I was my first girl. Her name
what was his name?
I was about to say his name.
Busted.
Her name was Rebecca, and I was in like 6th grade, I think.
Did you bang her?
No, bro. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
6th fucking grade.
Dude, kids are wild.
I was in.
We were pretty wild.
I was at the Foya in San Antonio. I remember going to ask her, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she said yes. And I was like, oh, she said yes. I don't know what the fuck to do now.
When did you start banging?
Calm down, son.
Dude, I'm just asking.
Calm down, son. I think I was like
Ruthless.
15, 14, 15, something like that.
Dude, it got to the point to me, like I was in high school, and like it I don't know why, like looking back on it, like it's stupid, but it got to the point where I was like, all my friends were like, oh yeah, this and that. What are you doing? And I'm just like, just, you know, jacking off at home, you know what I'm saying? Dude, but like I had a chick, right? And I was just like, I was trying to make it happen. It got to the point where I was like, dude, like this has got to happen, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I felt pressured and kind of feel bad, man. I kind of just.
I think I was like started when I was like 14, but I didn't really get like proper tang till I was like probably like turning 17.
So what does that mean? Like 17. Kind of just like dabbled around.
I mean, you used your hands,
touch
and
some
shit,
things,
third base,
touched some things,
smelled
did
a few
some things,
places.
but I was like 7, 6, like
ran your fingers
17.
through the seaweed.
Yeah, going through like being a junior or something. Like that. So I knew what was going on. And then I was like, why'd I touch that shit? Fucking mistake. Everybody else touched that shit.
Yeah, dude. There was my girlfriend at the time. Like, dude, I was like, dude, because I would go home and just like rub one out, and I was like, dude, next time has got like this is the last time I'm doing this. Next time, like it got to that point, dude. And then like the closest I got like with her, like she was just naked, dude, and I was just like I was about to do the thing, but like she was like. There was like a kiddo in the house, so she like kept banging on the door, and I was like, "Yeah, this isn't going down," and so I just left.
Get all
you know,
nervous and shit in your head and shit.
Yeah, and Shit, yeah.
It's
Eventually,
terrifying when you're a kid. You have no idea what's going on.
No idea what's going on.
Absolutely no
Yeah,
idea. We
yeah.
didn't have the cell phones in our pockets
just
to watch
had that-
everything
Yeah,
beforehand. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
had that one porn
Yeah,
my dad had
guess.
in his closet.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I go off is my dad.
Can't
had,
see shit because of bush. You don't even know. You still don't know what's
no,
going on.
check this out. Check this out. My dad's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
mad.
that looks good. I think.
My dad's probably gonna be mad, but so the first one, I mean, he had like they had this chair that you keep Playboys under, and I remember those. But I remember finding a VHS and it said "Bad Mama Jamma."
Oh no!
And then I was like, "Oh, I can't watch this at the house."
That sounds like Black Girls.
I'm gonna take it to my friend's house. Yeah, I'm gonna take this to my friend's house, right? You know, so I take it to my friend's house, Mick's house. You know,
Oh.
and we pop that thing in and we start watching it, bro. And I'm talking about BBW to the like fullest, bro.
Oh, no.
Then I'm just like, what the fuck is my dad watching, dog? Like, holy shit. Dude, we got about 10 minutes in. I'm like, I'm out, bro. Turn that
Tapped
shit
out.
off.
For real?
Dog. I'm talking about not like BBW how they classify them now. I'm talking about like straight like
Big Mama's house.
like lunch lady, bro. Built like a sack of potatoes.
Saw
You know?
Eddie Murphy
Like,
in a fat suit.
bro, exactly. Norbit's wife type
She
shit.
got
I
homeboy licking
was like,
sweet potato
what
casserole.
What movie is this? And I don't even think I ever put the movie back. I think I threw that bitch away. And my dad probably never said nothing about it. I took that shit. You know?
Oh shit!
And I was like, that's probably why he would be like, hey, get up my bed, Bubba Jamma.
Who are you gonna say? You don't want to say that out loud, right? You don't want to say that out loud because it's real.
Y'all, you don't even deserve to watch it.
Not only did you buy it, now it's gone and you miss it. So you,
Please say you found it. Someone gave it to you or something, you know?
That's the worst. It's gone and now you miss
oh
it.
shit.
Damn, dude.
God, now you miss it.
I can't edit that. Sorry.
My dad's gonna be like, that motherfucker, I've been looking for that fucking
Hell yeah. I'm on my way. You remember where you put it?
He hit the Google search.
Hell yeah.
1992.
little motherfucker.
Dude, guarantee you that shit's somewhere on the
That
net,
whole shit
bro.
they got volume 3.
Yeah, right.
And then I used to think to myself,
2024.
later on, I'd be like, my dad never listened to rap music. He had that fucking VHS right there, fucking asshole, bro.
Dude, yeah, back then. So like the first time, we had our computer like in our like dining room area, but like my parents' door was like, if they came out their door, like they could see the family computer like right there, right? I don't know.
it set
Thinking
up
back on
perfectly.
it, like they probably did it on purpose.
Yeah.
And so I was out there one night, and dude, Sable had just came out with her fucking Playboy.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that.
I made you do
So
that.
hot.
All
dude.
blacked out.
I think
too,
that was
right?
my.
Yes.
That was the first time I discovered what a search engine was. Because I was like, I know it's out there. How do I find this?
Yeah. Sable Playboy free. Now it's
Delete
like leaked.
history?
Yeah. Well, dude. So like, I heard the door to the room open. Like he came out, and then I was just like, and then he like ran up on me, dude, and he was like, "Why'd you close that out so quick?" And I was all like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Go back to what you're looking at." And I like down there in the thing and like fucking just closed it out. Like he was a dumbass, and I was like,
their parents didn't know anything about computers back then.
and like he was all like, "What else do you have open?" And I was like, I had a Hotmail at the time. I don't know if you remember that. And he was like, "Why is it called Hotmail?"
Dude, that caused me drama too, man. I was like, I didn't name the shit, man. I don't know why it's called Hotmail.
Yeah, and so like, and he was like, "Go to your history." Dude, while he was right there, like behind my shoulder, dude, I like went to my history, deleted it real quick, and then opened it up, and it was just blank. And he's like, "Why is there nothing on there?" I was like, "I don't know, dude." Like, and he was like, "Get off your grounded." And I was like, "Dude, you're such a fucking hater, bro." And now looking back on it, like having kids, like they're to that age, and like we've kind of like seen some shit, dude. But I'll just like pull them away, and I'm like, dude, you gotta like, dude, we have other people in this house, dude. Like, they use this device and all this. Like, quit being a fucking dumbass, dude. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Hide your tracks, kid.
Yes, dude.
That's the
You
only
know what
lesson
I'm
you can
saying?
teach them
Because,
now,
like,
right?
I was a young kid once, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, dude, like, a few years ago, like, I saw that they were, like, watching some shit that they shouldn't have been. I whooped my kid's ass. I was like, dude, you're too young to be watching this shit. Don't be watching. But now they're to that age where I'm just like, hey, have your fun, but you know, look behind the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. being a dad, you know.
I haven't had to deal with that yet. That'd be kind of thrown. I got girls. Like,
yeah. Well, if you had a boy, if let's say you had a boy, what would you say?
Well, you don't want to know what the girls look at, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
The girls I date, like the stuff they tell me from when they were kids, I'm like, you were way worse than I was, bro. Are you kidding me? You don't want to know, man, because they use their whole brain for that shit. Yeah. It's terrifying. You don't want to know. I'm telling you right now. Don't even think about it. Just let her do her thing, bro.
JD said, "Ever played hide the pickle?" What is hide the pickle?
Oh yeah, I got second place once.
I was ordering your Christmas gift. Go away.
What are you looking at?
Oh.
Yeah,
right,
go ahead, man.
Right
go
outside,
ahead.
right next door down. So I think I used to have this joke about like.
It wasn't funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
It was a story. It wasn't a joke.
It was
I'm
a
just
joke.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
I would tell them like, have you ever felt like bad after like picking something to masturbate on? You know, like, oh yeah, you know, I watched this video and then after it's like, why the fuck did I do that? You know, now I gotta like delete my mom's fucking computer's fucking search history.
Dude. I went to Great Links. I did, dude. I did. Yeah.
You know what? My first time like dealing with something like that is my uncle had one of those old cable boxes back in the day where you'd be able to get to like 98, 99, look at the Playboy channel, and sometimes it would work, sometimes it'd be
was
all
it like a
hacked
hacked DirecTV card or what?
Yeah, it was like some like, hey, I paid some dude $50 and he came give me unlimited cable type shit back in the day, you know, like late 90s, you know, type shit.
Easy
you know,
money.
But he'd had my uncle, like he had the channels, bro. So I'm like, you want to go to Uncle Tony's house? Fuck yeah, I want to go to Uncle Tony's house. Are we spending the night? Y'all drinking tonight? Hell yeah, we're gonna go because I get to go look fucking Playboy
Fuck
tonight,
yeah,
right?
dude.
And I'd be in there and I'd have the fucking on TV and I'd have the back channel, the previous channel ready to go, you know, and I'd be like just there like
left
looking,
hand on that dick, right hand on that remote.
You hear something, click, click, and pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Door open, click, 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 click. I got this shit fucking set up, you know. That was like my first time, like ever kind of being introduced to something like that.
Dude,
and that was probably.
It's crazy, like back then, dude. Like,
10?
so my stepdad, he also had like a fucking Playboy catalog, like fucking like this high, and my brother, not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the real story right now. My brother, he discovered it. Him and one of my best friends at the time. Well, he's still my best friend. Well, he's one of my good friends. And anyways, they were like, hey, we found out where so-and-so hides his Playboys. Come over here. And went over there, dude. I fucking went off like I don't know how many times after that. It was like a goal of my life. Hey, we're going to the store. All right, cool. And I'd be like, yeah, dude, just fucking wait till like I saw a coast is clear, just bah, 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 bah. But dude, it's
knock
crazy.
Out one or two of them real quick.
Yeah, dude, it's like fucking it's like it's a magazine. It's still images.
Yeah.
Nowadays I would never do it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I gotta have video, I gotta have specifics, I gotta have eye contact.
Nowadays even more than that, bro. I can't even watch no regular fucking shit. Like no like staged, you know, like porn actress over there. I'm like, that bitch is faking it. That bitch faking it.
You're more of an amateur guy.
Yep.
There you go.
I don't want to see some like actress be like, oh my god, like
talking about what kind of porn you like to
yeah,
watch?
25 minutes.
Bro, I look at my porn stars like fucking ECW wrestlers, bro. I want to see what can you do, like how far can you take this? What can you recover from? Like, can you shock me, bro?
Recover from?
Yeah.
Do you have a top 3?
Oh, top 3 porn stars of all time? Oh god, you're gonna expose some things here.
We can go top 5 if you need to.
No, top 3. I don't know.
Probably like my first intro into like really crazy stuff, but also like really good interviews to like explain why she was the way she was and why she liked the things she did.
Really good interviews.
It's this chick called Annette Schwartz. She's from Germany. Like she was like, now all the girls do all this crazy shit, like get spit on and fucking all kinds of crazy stuff. But she was the first one I saw do it back in the day, but like had a blast the whole time. It wasn't like degrading. She was like, you cannot fucking keep up with me, dog. Like she would intimidate the boys and shit. And I was like, this is fucking bad. She was like the fucking Terry Funk of fucking blow bangs, bro. Like anything you could throw at her, she was fucking just taking it, man. She was fantastic. Then after her, probably Belladonna. She was another one that was like really pushed the limits on things. but also was like really submissive and like shy and stuff. And like I don't know, she was very sweet. She was like, it seemed like a sweet chick. I really liked her. And then
I like the way he ended that.
and then I think 3 now is a new chick, Lola Faye. She's just a tiny girl, but she's like sometimes she's submissive, sometimes she's dominant. It's just fucking like she's so little and so cute. You're like, holy shit! Like she fucking made that guy cry. You know what I mean?
Dude, I had this buddy back in the day, man, and we all had a hangout, right? And one of my buddies brought a porn, and then one of my other buddies did too. And so we put on the first buddies, and it was like lesbian chick, like they were just like scissoring, and they were like, put this other one on, man. You know, they were watching that, and he was like, oh man, fuck that, dude. Like he goes, I can't look at some other dude's dick, and I was like, and then I was
Stop
like,
looking at it.
yeah, I was like, right. I was like,
Can't
dude.
take my eyes
I was
off
like,
of you.
am I gay? And then I was like, nah. And I was like, eventually I was like, what is this guy's problem, bro? Like, I was like, dude, like I like scissoring to me, like it just doesn't do it, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's like no gi jujitsu.
Yeah, like what are you doing, dude? And I'm like, dude, it just doesn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Did you stick your finger in your ass before you asked your gay or
Fuck
something?
no,
Like,
dude.
why you fucking gay?
That's when we met. I stuck it in yours.
It's just funny how you said it. Am I gay?
Yeah.
This
Well,
dude-
no, I'm not lying.
I see what he's saying. I just didn't know that. I overlooked it.
I mean, because I was
no,
like,
I feel what you're saying because this
Yeah.
kind of thing's like, oh shit, I didn't know.
yeah,
was
I
like
didn't
that.
know I was looking at another guy's dick, you know.
It
But I'm
didn't-
like,
did not
dude,
register.
like, I want to see, like, you know what I'm saying. You
But
know, without
even
being
too, you
graphic
see
about
two
it.
girls scissoring. I'm just like, all right,
Yeah, it's stupid, dude.
that's cool. You don't know what's happening right now.
Dumb. Yeah.
I wonder how this ends.
Yeah. You guys gonna cut some paper or what? Fuck. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of the weird stuff, so there was like a weird little wrestling site that would pop up. I think it was like ultimatesubmission.com. And there was this fucking, I guess she was Thai or Filipino. Her name was Tiger Lily. And she would like do wrestling matches and shit. And so everyone was like doing like dumb, sexy shit. And she was like very technical, like very, very technical. I learned like a guard pass and then like a new way to finish a rear naked choke from watching this naked chick just fuck up little girls. And I was like, whoa, dude, like, I can't believe, like, she had to have trained with someone from like CSW, like catch wrestling stuff, because it was not regular like run of the mill jiu-jitsu at the
knew
time.
what she was doing?
Yeah, it was like 2010, and she was like putting stocks on people and like hitting slick little like aggressive neck crane guard passes, and I was like, oh, I write that shit down.
Before the OnlyFans shit
yeah.
sold the fuck out.
No, but seriously, the way I pick people's fucking chins up for rear naked chokes, I got it from this porn chick. Swear to God. It's like a double crossface, like crossface one way, they defend you crossface the other way, and then you slide it in again, and it's just like, that should work, bro. Like, I'll never forget. And taking the back, like she would never take double hooks. She would always get like a cross body ride from the back, and would just like leg lace one side, and then go double over under.
I got my evening carved
It
out.
works, man. Yeah. Yeah, double hooks in. Yeah, two hooks in from the back is overrated, man. I like a crossbody ride with the over under, and hide your hand in the armpit. That way they can't hand fight you. 'Cause a lot of people they clasp their hands across the chest, but you can hand fight them. If you put it in the armpit, they can't reach. It's fantastic. No one does that. That's knowledge for you right there.
There you go. There you go.
Let me try it. Turn around.
Let me cut the lie first, dude. We're getting ready to wrap this up. If there's anything that you are passionate about these days, what is it? I mean, you know, I want to say besides cooking, but I don't want to cut you off.
That's a super good question, man.
Yeah.
Super good question. Right now, I'm really passionate about trying to figure out how to just enjoy my time on this planet, man. Like, you spend so many years just like doing stuff and new stuff and learning new things, and then you get to the point where you're like, what the fuck is all of this shit? You know what I mean? Like, what? How long am I gonna be here? Why is this planet here? Why does this bug exist to fucking pollinate this specific plant to turn into this specific butterfly so this specific bird can eat it? Like, living out in the country and just like kind of putting blinders on everything and just kind of focusing on nature and like the cycles of life and stuff. It's just like, I get why people get distracted with like TV and shit, because like once you sit down and delve into these things and they're just like you in the stars after hanging out with cows all day, you're like, there's a lot to think about, man. But also nothing at all to think about too.
Yeah.
It's a trip, man.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm very well aware with like the spoils that you know, living in the city as opposed to you. You know, like the gas station, you know, I can walk to one in a minute. You know, Netflix and all this shit. Like if I'm like, hey, I'm tired, let's go watch some Netflix, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, like you said about the stars, like I'm a major, that's why, you know, like the logos and all that shit are kind of astronaut themed, is because like I'm very like into the fact that like we're meaningless, you know, when you think about it. Yeah, we're not shit. And like sometimes like when I'm there and I've been, you know, medicating and one of my go-tos is like I'm gonna die one day, and sometimes it like gives me anxiety and sometimes it gives me peace, you know, because like once you get over that point where you're like, we're all gonna fucking die someday, and you know you can't do anything about it, it gives you a certain peace because you learn to appreciate all the other shit that doesn't necessarily mean shit, you know, if that makes sense in a weird way. You know what I mean? And the stars are one thing because you're literally looking into millions of light years away, you know. You're looking into the past, you know, and it's fascinating, especially like a lot of people didn't I didn't like it, like they were like oh, the eclipse, like they were just like riding off the eclipse, you know. I was into it. I fucking took like a 2-hour break at work and was outside. And I was like, dude, this doesn't happen so often. Like, it fucking got dark, even though we're in overcast and we really didn't get a good sight at it. But I was like,
I got a couple seconds. It was worth it.
Yeah,
it was worth it.
Yeah, it was badass. And it's just good to, I know a lot of like people that think they are the center of the universe. Yeah. And I'm like, man, at one point in your life, like, you're going to have a rude awakening, man, you know. But once you get past that, I feel like you can learn to appreciate all the smaller shit, you know, that's around and stuff, you know.
Hell yeah, man.
That makes sense.
We got this tradition that we do when we go to, my father-in-law has a ranch in South Texas, and it's like out there. I mean, this is country, but that's straight fucking middle of nowhere, you know. And the stars are just different out there. But when we hit that road to get to like the ranch, we're always like, "You ready?" We're like, "Yeah, we're ready." Pop a beer open. All right, fuck my job, fuck these bills, fuck rent. Fuck my cable bill, fuck any problem, fuck my problem with my truck, fuck all that shit. And we'll say it like, fuck this and fuck that. And we're not like saying fuck those things. We're just like, right now, this trip ain't about none of that shit. It's about going over here and just realizing, like, we just living in nature. We're doing our thing. We're going to be here for 3-4 days, you know. No, showers, no none of that bullshit, you know. And we're just going to kind of tough it out. But then you look up at the stars, and that's what I always say, man, we ain't shit. Like, look at all that. Like, we ain't nothing. None of my problems are nothing. And it's humbling for me because it's like, I mean, I'm stressed out. Because, I mean, as far as, like, you got kids, I got kids, we got responsibilities. I mean, you got shit you got to deal with. You got a farm, you got shit you got to raise, you got, you know, vegetation, you got fucking, you're cooking, you got all that shit you got to deal with. When you're out there, you just realize, like, none of that fucking matters, bro. None of it fucking matters at all. Because a fucking asteroid could come and smash us and we'd be fucking gone in the day anyway. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, why am I going to worry about that little shit? But obviously, too, I got to come back to real life, you know, and kind of like, hey, this is what I got. But having those moments, even being out here, you know, you get to kind of look up and be like, people can't see this in Lockhart. It's not just right there. The sky don't look like this from there, you know, just because they got all that light. They got just a different fucking thing. So being here and then being able to transition that is big humbling for me because it just makes me realize I ain't shit. Like, none of my problems, whether I'm number one in my sales thing, whether I got fucking, doing really well, it don't mean shit, you know? It don't mean shit in the long run.
Yeah, whether or not you sound like a cheap Seth Rogen.
Like a fucking Kermit the Frog. The Muppet. Who told me I sound like a Muppet?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, damn. Bro.
I think he's a little more nasally whenever he's talking.
He sounds like Kermit, though.
He does.
He's like, I mean, you're like him. You don't have no abs.
Hey, bro. I
seen you without a shirt.
You got no fucking abs.
I didn't say I did.
You just get my pink belly, bro.
Well, bro, I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, for sure. Thanks for having me.
I feel like we went a long time.
Yeah. Not a lot of people get to hear me talk, so.
That's dope.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's probably one of the longest ones we've done, so probably for sure.
You've done.
Yeah. I mean, how long have you done?
I don't know.
Almost 3 hours?
Yeah. Got 5 years of catalog to go over. Yeah. No, I've done like yeah. Well, when you were over there for episode 200,
Oh, is that the one we got fucked up?
you got fucked up.
I fucking my neck was so sore from throwing up the next day. I go like this and just feel like my neck.
Sure.
That's not the first time you did that. Yeah.
Cut the fucking mics.
I've seen this doc.
Cut the fucking mics.
All right, we're out of here, guys.
Adios, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Beck, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming in. Damn. Tripping over my words here. Steven, get a better jersey next time.
It's Emmett, baby.
Oh, fuck that guy. All right, we're out of here. See you next week.